What's going on, Knights of Vex, and welcome to a roster review stream. Has been a minute since I've done one of these, and we have a huge list from last time, so thank you for everyone that's tuning in tonight. Little break from GAC, so hopefully we get some familiar faces and names in here. Looks like I'm seeing a couple already. We got Ren2G, Superman, Andy Lee, Mikey Mike, El Poppy, Swoga Gameplay, Jacob, and Nate Dogg. What is going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you guys. Always appreciate the Knights of Vex as much. And look at that. Insane. Absolutely insane. Superman with the $100 super chat. Already starting the stream. Insane. Thank you so much, Vex, for working so hard with me to get to Kyber 1. Superman, I appreciate your generosity. Your super chat is insanely appreciated. I mean, you've been an awesome supporter of this channel for a while now. I'm very happy to help you. I'm happy you finally reached your goal of Kyber 1. You and I both reached our somewhat goals for this year of, I wanted to hit the top 50. You hit Kyber 1, so we're both reaching that milestone. So, as always, I appreciate your support more than anything. You're one of the best supporters of this channel. So, Superman, I love you, bro. Everyone, huge shout out to Superman for the $100 super chat. Absolutely crazy. You are an absolute legend. So everyone, give much love to Superman. Really awesome player, great guy, and just really helps me out. I mean, absolutely insane. I'm not done. Oh my god, Superman. I appreciate everything you've done. Let's see. I think Nate had a question. Hey Vex, I've been trying to get other streamers to answer the question, but none of them have. What is CG going to do about Focus Datacrons expiring and passing the cap? You can't dismantle Focus Datacrons manually. I think they're automatically just going to be dismantled, I think. And you get the currency. I think that's what they're going to do. He said he ain't done. Wait a minute. 10 gifted memberships. Oh my god. Superman, you are a mad lad. You're too good to me, dude. That's crazy. $100 super chat and 10 gifted memberships. Superman, I love you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to all the new Knights of Vex. Thankful for Superman. That's crazy. Got Livid in the chat and Sean Morgan. If you have all 4 Focus Datacrons at 15, you're just going to go over the cap. No, not much way around it. Seems like that's going to be the case, yeah. That seems to be the way CG has it, you know, lined up. But, oh my god, guys. Superman is awesome, awesome, awesome. Crazy, crazy start to this stream. What's up, Caleb? I mean, you could try to avoid it, but it's going to take a lot of buying materials and charge up currency and upgrading crons before the regular ones does. That's true. You have to figure out the best way to be efficient with it so you don't overdo it. I hope they just don't deliver automatically and CG gives us an option to claim the data cache and that's when they dismantle them. That'd be ideal, but that's CG you're talking about here. I don't know if they're going to do that. One would hope, but I really don't know. The last few weeks, you went over my GAC game plan and helped me out when I was stuck. Well worth it. Oh, thank you, Superman. I'm always happy to help you. Always, always happy. These Focus Datacrons keeps my short shop currency poor. I 100% agree with you there, Chris Young. I have never felt I have spent more short shop currency in my whole career in Swoga than when Focus Datacrons. I mean, I have a ton of, like, of my other Cantina, like, store currency, but I'm spending that all the time to keep up. It's very difficult. And look at that, guys. Credits with the subscription. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Knights of Vex, my friend. I love it. I'm absolutely cooked from raid testing today, so I won't stay for long. Just dropped in to say hi. Oh, Livid, I always appreciate you. You're probably one of the smartest players in the Discord of mine, and you've helped me, and I'm, you know, Always appreciate you coming in. If you wanted a roster review, you are a member. You are welcome to one. Yeah, guys, Superman is the man. You can buy the new Focus Datacrons before the old ones dust and dismantle regular ones first and put them all into nothing lost. I gotcha. I hear you there. Focus Datacrons is the way CG makes more money. Yes, it is. Luke, what's going on, Luke? We got Luke, Jacob, and Caleb. So, we're definitely doing roster reviews today. 100%. That's why we're here. So, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. In order for me to get through as many as I have, I'm obviously going to prioritize channel members. I think I'm going to take more time with them. But anyone that's not a channel member and is just a viewer, we're going to put a 5-minute cap so I can get to as many as I can. Sometimes I get lost with the time, so if you're a non-channel member, we're going to do 5 minutes total. If you're a channel member, you're going to get as much time as I can, or until I finish the whole review. All those peeps just got roster reviews, 100%. How do we get reviews? Need to be a member. So the way that I like to do it, it might change in the future, but channel members will get priority on all reviews. They get 1 review a month. If you're a non-channel member, you get put on a queue where you're going to be, you know, 1 through 50 or whatever it's going to be. And you get 1 review per year. But the flow of reviews is getting a lot right now, so I might have to just make it for channel members one day. But until that becomes too much for me, I'm going to try to keep it this way because I don't want to, like, really do that. But as of right now, if you're a channel member, you get priority for your review and you don't get a time limit. So we're gonna try it that way, and if I can get to all the members, then we're gonna start going into the non-channel members. But I have a large list that I need to get through, so it might not happen. Did you see the large galactic upgrade kit in the web store, Vex? I have not, honestly. Is it good value? El Poppy, hey Vex, I don't know how the donations from Super Chats work, but I saw Tass add a Cash App link in PayPal. Might be better. I might have to look into that, El Poppy. That's a good point. I'm not sure what YouTube does with that, honestly, so that's a really good point. I do have Patreon. That's another way you guys can support me. I know El Poppy supports me through Patreon, so I absolutely appreciate it. Wondering what your thought was on it. I have to double check. I want to see what it is. Let me see if I can go into it on my other window quick. And then we're going to start getting to some reviews because I want to make sure we get in time. Wait, I'm green now. Yeah, you got a gifted membership because of Superman. Absolute legend. I'm going to take a look at this large galactic bundle. Oh, and also, Livid said doesn't have much to comment on his account. He's already massively endgame. He wants to give it to someone else. That's very nice of him. Livid is in the top 100, I believe, the last time I checked. So, alright, I'm also claiming some of the free energy. Let's take a look. Large Galactic Bundle. Where are you? Is it the Large Galactic Enhancement Kit? That's interesting. It doesn't look terrible. Don't worry about getting to all the reviews. We are patient people. Oh, well, patience is a virtue, I always say. Empire lifts back. We hitting back today? You know, it's funny. I did go to the gym today, but today was like the first day I didn't hit like a specific muscle group besides core. So I did a mile run, 20-minute incline walk, and then I did like a half hour of straight core just to try to blow out my core. But yesterday, I did shoulders, and the day before that, I did chest. I got 225 for 3 instead of 1. So I'm getting stronger. So I'm definitely getting better. Andy, first time I don't buy the normal Conquest Pass because my roster is big enough to do most feats. And I want to spend less than before. Totally understand that, Andy. Save where you can. It's good that you're getting bigger in your account. Superman truly is Superman. He is. He absolutely is. If that's what I think, it's... the bundle is garbage. I'm trying to think. What's up, GLS? There's a Super Jawa bundle, too? $24.99. Alright, let me see. $24.99. Where is this bundle? $24.99. Why don't I see it? I don't see it. $24.99. If you guys don't mind, if anyone has access to this bundle and can post it in the Discord, I'd like to take a look, but I can't find it on here. I see Datacron, I see calendar. Oh, wait. Oh. Is it all the way on the bottom? Large Galactic Upgrade 5. Whoa. Wait a minute. Is that giving 5 Omicrons? That actually doesn't look that bad. Not gonna lie, that doesn't look that bad. Livid top 100 in the game or review queue? Top 100 in the game. Sorry. I bought this pack before, but now I don't think I need it to boost my roster. 225 for 3. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's a big for me. 40 for 5 pulls, usually 10 each. Gotcha. Supreme Energy Cash looks reasonable. Is it $5 membership that gets you a monthly review or something different? So, the $5 review, the $5 membership gets you a monthly review, yes. The $10 one gets you a little bit more perks. You can ask me to do some testing and stuff like that. And for the $25 per month, you can get GAC, coaching, game planning, direction with how you want to do your attacks. You're also able to... El Poppy with the $5 donation, donating my roster review this month. Oh, you're the man, El Poppy. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're a legend. So, what I was going to say was, the $5 per month gets you a roster review month. The $10 one gets you a review every month, and also you can allow me to ask for testing and stuff like that for certain counters and like that. And the $25 per month is GAC coaching. You can message me. I can work on your game plan, your plan of attack, and stuff like that. But I'm also working on adding more perks for the different memberships. Especially the ones for $25. Like, if you guys do the $10 or $25 per month, you can come out on stream with me once a month and do a live Q&A with me. So that's another perk. You get to connect with me on a one-on-one basis. I'm going to be adding more perks to those memberships so you guys get more down the line. I just have to figure out how I want to distribute it. So, but yes. How much for the banner calculator? $50 per month. Can't find them? They should be on my channel membership page if you become a member, or on Patreon. Where's the sign up for a roster review? Luke, if you post your ally code in here or in the Discord, I'll put you on the queue. I have a queue for members. I know Andy Lee's a member. Superman's gonna get one. Superman, Andy Lee, 100%. So these are all reviews we need to do. I still have people from the last time. I have like Diana, Thomas, Dovid, Luxray. I have a couple, and then I have my non-member queue. So I think we're going to start with Superman. We're going to start with Superman. So we're going to head into game quick. Start getting to some of the reviews. So let me go into my... Alright, let me see. We also have Swoga Gameplay, who's a channel member, who will be put on the queue. Just saw it in my roster review section. I'm just going to grab Superman's ally code really quick. I have Andy Lee's ally code. And let's see. Superman. Alright. Oh, sorry. This is in Discord, guys. Oh, I thought I was at max tier membership. I'm gonna have to change that. Oh, don't worry. Mikey Mike, I appreciate your support, man. Always. Don't worry. Anyone that, supports me any way possible is just an absolute, game changer for me, and it means a lot. You guys are the reason why I'm able to do this stuff. I get to have fun with the game and also have you guys awesome support. So, whatever way you guys can support me is greatly appreciated, no matter what it is. Love to see more perks. Yeah, more perks are coming on the way. There's more stuff we're going to do. We're going to do some more private videos. Maybe some, one-on-one time on Discord or something like that. You guys want to chat with me? You want to do more game talk? There's more on the way. I just have to really get down to how I want to do it. Hold on, guys. I got to send a quick message. I can't find Superman's ally code. And I just got the notification on my phone. Ren2G, thank you so much for becoming a Master Tier Patreon for the Knights of X. So thank you so much. That group chat was bomb. I had a great time. That was awesome with El Poppy, Superman, Mikey Mike, Shadow. It was awesome. I had a blast. That was a really fun first time Q&A. So we're going to get started to get going on these roster reviews. So as of right now, the queue I have is going to be Superman, Andy. We have Swoga gameplay. We have some other ST Animal. How long is a $5 review? Honestly, if you're a channel member, I'm going to give you as much time as the review needs. So if you have a question about your roster, I'm going to review as much as I can. If you're a non-member, it's probably going to be 5 minutes, just so I can get through them as much as I can. But the channel members get as much time as you need. 100%. And it's the Animal. If you want to review, you are a channel member, so more than entitled and capable of getting one. Alright, guys. First review's coming up. It's Superman. Got the ally code. You have a Relic 9 or 8 to give? Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and take a look at Superman, guys. So, Superman is a brand new Kyber 1 member, which is awesome because getting to Kyber 1 in this game is not an easy feat. It's very difficult because there's a lot of players. It requires a lot in your roster. So it's very, very hard to get to Kyber 1. So huge shout out to this player because he was able to do it. Very awesome. Taking a look at the roster, 13.3 million galactic power, so doing very well. Looks like they have all the galactic legends. Relic 9 Mace. And 3 Omicrons. That's fun to see. This is really good. They're not missing much. It has Captain Ethano already at 7 stars. That's awesome. Looks like they're working on the Pirates. Got Crosshair to 7. Almost at Gear 13. Getting ready for the raid. Very good stuff. So, what I also want to look at is the Datacrons, because honestly, Superman is really good with the Datacron farming. This is more than capable of Kyber 1, which he did. And very, very smart with how they approached it. So, has good quantity, good quality of them as well. Doing really good on the new set. Have all the important level 9. So, the Datacron farming is 100% there. 100%. So, very, very proud of him. What I want to look at is some of the relics that they might be able to work on. So, the immediate thing I'm seeing is, especially in a little bit of the higher tiers of Kyber, or if you want to really ensure a tougher defense, I really like adding a little bit of relic levels to my GLs. The ones that I would go for defensive viability is going to be Ray. Ray is a very good relic 9 in my opinion. For defense, I also think that Leia is a good relic 9 because of the extra health for offense and sometimes defense. JML is a great candidate for Relic 9. Actually gets a huge boost to his protection pool. Means more damage to your team. This tied in with the Hermit Yoda Datacron might be very good on defense this season as well. There might not be that many easy counters Might have to do like a Sith Eternal Bane situation. We have to see. But I do like extra relics on the GLs. I do. Not all of them need it. I'm not even going to recommend Relic 9 for Ahsoka right now. She is a tank, but she's just so easily beaten right now by many different counters, especially Night Sisters, and now even Jedi Knight Revan. So, like, Ahsoka is not... if you have the resources laying around, sure, put Relic 9 on Ahsoka. But I would prioritize Rey, because a Relic 9 Rey on defense with, like, a very annoying Ezra or Ben... very big in Kyber. Very, very big. Sith Eternal doesn't really need the Relic 8, so don't really worry about him. Yes, if you had the bandwidth to do it, those extra Relic levels help. For the non-GLs, I always am a big advocate for a Relic 9 Ezra. That extra tankiness and evasion chance is huge. We might want to look at his mods a little bit. I think you went... oh, crit avoidance. That's interesting. Defense on there. Alright, so honestly, we'll take a look at a little bit of the mods. I do think your Ezra mods need a little bit of work. We got to add more speed. He needs to be fast, because a slow Ezra is not going to be very helpful for certain counters. So, it seems to be working for you now because you're into Kyber, but if you want a little bit of an extra boost to ensure your Ezra's, working great, I would definitely throw in a speed, more speed on him. I think the speed arrow is fine. The critical avoidance is pretty, could be smart from trying not to get crit from Drogon. But if Drogon has advantage, he's going to crit anyway. But I like to get him at least above 360 at least. So I would definitely work on Ezra's mods a little bit. So what I want to do now is look at your 300 speeds and see where we are for that. So obviously we're going to be here. Let's go check this row. Okay, we got Finn. So it looks like you have 1, 2, 3 rows of plus 300, which is not terrible. Let's see where we go by Rex. 288. Okay, not the end of the world. I think where you are in the game now, because it seems that you have a lot. There's obviously we're sorting by speed, but usually when you get into Kyber 1, you like to get into like the kind of like the 4 or 5 rows kind of thing of plus 300 speed. Right now you're at the 3rd, so modding is definitely something that I would recommend putting a little bit more investment in. You're doing great on the characters. You have all the characters that you're going to want in the game, so don't stop doing that if you're keeping that up. But you could start to work on a little bit of adding a little bit better mods. Like me, one of my favorite counters right now, and I know you watch a lot of my videos, Great Mothers. To beat certain Ezras in this elo and rank, you're going to have a faster Great Mother team. And having that off meta available compared to your opponent, where they're going to be forced to use a GL and you don't have to use a GL, these off meta counters are game changing for your roster. So I would definitely recommend working on the modding for certain counters. So Great Mothers is a great example of that. I see your Morgan Elsbeth is pretty fast, but that's an interesting set for her. It's kind of like a broken set actually. It doesn't even have it just has a critical chance in health. So I see what you're going for this. I definitely think she does require a speed set for the counter to work 100%. So I think for your roster, Superman, I would start investing a little bit more into the mods. I think modding will definitely greatly impact you. What I want to do next is look at your Omicrons for GAC and see if there's any sort of boost that you can do. So I'm going to go through all of this, see if there's anything big missing. 2 on Bane is fine. You got 3 on Balin, 3 on Reva. That's pretty cool. You got your Dark Ray. 3 on Malicos, love it. 2 on Bo-Katan, that's what I would recommend. Ben Solo is good. Got the Padawan Obi-Wan one, nice. What are we missing that I'm thinking could help you? It looks like you have a really good GAC roster for the Omicrons. 3 on Queen. CX2. I mean, I don't think you're missing much, honestly. This is really, really good. If you want to throw a little bit of a pain for your opponent and you have the bandwidth, you got to bring him to Relic 9 right now anyway. Throwing an Omicron on him isn't the worst thing in the world. It actually could shut down a certain number of counters and makes Balin a very strong team on defense. So that's something that you could consider. I actually just threw in the Omicron on Hondo because I had the bandwidth to do it. I'm going to see how it does. But other than that, this is looking really impressive with the GAC Omicron. So I don't even think there's any sort of one standing out to me that's like, apply right now. Obviously, Saw is a big one. But your GAC Omicrons are looking great. You even have Stap. You have Zalbar. It's looking very, very good. Qui-Gon Jinn, good. I don't know if you have the Tusken Raider. That one's pretty good in 3v3. I gotta double check. Let me see if you have the Tusken one. You do. So, for you, there's nothing really missing. You have everything that any player would want. Right now, it's sort of finessing your roster and kind of just taking it to the next level, which is bumping the relic levels up to your GLs. I think that's a huge, huge thing because not only are they getting better stats, but this unique right here is huge. They are getting plus 10% max health and protection per relic amplifier level, and Ray with any more max health is a pain in the butt. I do remember you sending me your Ray mods, and they're insane. I absolutely love your Ray mods because of the high health. Obviously, the little bit more damage is nice, but that's a very tanky Ray. You bump up those relic levels, it's just going to get even more tankier. So I do like that. You already have the Lord Vader team. I want to see where you are for the raid. So I'm not sure if the raid is a big priority for you, but it looks like you have enough to do a really good score. So I know there's a lot of changes going on. I'm sure you're getting max with these three right now. I hope you have her... Alright, so you have her modded for protection. I think she's really good with an offense and critical damage, you know, on the triangle. So I would definitely recommend putting a little bit more damage stats on her. I like to hit the 11k mark for the raid. So, pretty good. Let me catch up with chat really quick. Ren2G, absolutely, will get you some time. Absolutely. Just send your ally code and I'll take care of it. That is a lot of crons. Mods are done by hot utils and some are off. Gotcha. I have one focus Datacron and 3 level 3's Datacrons, but that one had focus Datacron is right. Ah, well, you're going to climb with that one, I can tell you. Fam, how do I get on the review list? Just post your ally code. You're a channel member. We'll put you on the list, fam. Mods are what I'm working on right now. Jabba was one of my last GLs to unlock. Very good. Well, Jabba's a very good one to have because he's going to help you with your mods. Let's look at Jabba. Nice. Good speed on Jabba. So, honestly, like, Superman, you have a great roster. Many players would beg to have a roster like this. You're all caught up. There's nothing at the lower end that's missing. You're going to get Crosshair to 7, or Relics. So right now, it's about finessing your roster. We want to make sure we can bump these mods up. So I would recommend to you, do all of the marquee stuff. Hey, we got a $5 super chat from Animal. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'll send a message in Discord with what I'm working on, but this is my ally code. Very cool. Thank you so much. We'll put you on the list. Thank you for the $5 donation. Really, really appreciate it. Just going to quickly add you to the list. Very cool. Oh, that's made me jump. Who just, Pro Waffle has just subscribed. Thank you for becoming an Out of X, my friend. Welcome. Just quickly updating my list, guys. Alright, cool. I think we got that taken care of. Very cool. Ren2G, I gotcha. There we go. You're on the list. Is it better to give Padawan Obi-Wan the Omicron or Morgan her Omicron? Also, I think I missed a chat. Hold on one sec. Pro Waffle, how do I get a review? Thank you for your recent Kyber 1 vids. It helped me out. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subbing, Pro Waffle. If you want to get a review, all channel members will get priority. So if you are a channel member, you get put on a queue. Once all the channel members are completed, we go on to the non-channel members for a 1 per year review. Depending on the bandwidth, that might have to change. I just have way too many reviews to get through. So right now I have a ton of channel members that I have to go through. They get you know, as much time as I need. The non-channel members are going to be 5 minutes. So that's kind of how it works. What's up, Dovid? Mods is a never-ending job. 100%. So what I was going to say is, Superman, what I would recommend is look at the mod store. I'm sure you have a ton of credits. Look through that avidly. It's not bad to spend the 15 crystals on a refresh sometimes. I actually went through, like, I'd say 15 refreshes in the mod store today, and I actually ended up getting 3 plus 20 mods. So it's the stuff like that that's going to help you in the end. So I would recommend refreshing the mod store, really abusing the first tier of the marquee events. They give out some gold tier mods that can help you get some good ones as well. And definitely try to do at least 3 refreshes a day in the mods, because it's very, very helpful. And sometimes you get lucky in the episode store. They have the episode currency mods that have plus 5 speed, and I've gotten a plus 25 speed from there. So there's many different avenues for getting those mods. That will be the biggest game changer for your roster, is just increasing the mods to your characters. And also what I'm going to recommend is we are going to see if your ships have 6-dot mods. That's a big thing that I would recommend as well. Your pilots. Put all of your pilots for your Executor, your Leviathan, your Profundity, all 6-dot. I think it is really good in the end. It bumps up your ships. It makes a huge difference. Facing a Relic 5 Dengar, punishing one with no mods, and a Relic 5 Dengar with 6-dot mods is a big game changer. So what I'm going to recommend is, for your starting fleet, whether it's Bosk, get these to 6-dot. Punishing one Dengar, get these to 6-dot as well. And also, let's see. Luke with the $8 super chat. Thank you so much, Luke. You are an absolute legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's see. How do I want to get on that list for tonight, or is it too packed? Honestly, it's the channel members list. I might be able to get through, Dovid, if you put your name on the list. I might be able to do it. Flick Switch, what's going on? Context is I don't have Night Troopers at Relics. I'm kind of lazy at Conquest. Well, if you don't want to put in a lot of effort for Conquest, then Padawan Obi-Wan might be the move for you. If you have the bandwidth with the Omicron, and there's nothing really you want, I don't see it being a problem, Rando. Bane is Relic 8. Would you take him to Relic 9 or push Rey first? That's a good question. The question is your Bane failing you this season at all? I don't think Bane's going to be used for SLKR in 5v5. I don't think it's going to be as easy. I really don't. Could be wrong, but I think Bane's purpose will be used elsewhere. We're going to have to use Kenobi against SLKR. So I'm never going to not agree with Relic 9 Bane. I think Relic 9 Bane is an absolute easy no-brainer for any roster. He's one of the best characters in the game. I absolutely freaking love Bane. So I would do Bane. You're never going to regret that investment. But once you're done with Bane, definitely work on some of the GLs. Rey, Leia, JML. Those are the big ones. So that's what I'm going to recommend for you. Otherwise, I have no complaints in your roster. You have everything. The Omicrons are spot on for GAC. The ships, throw on those 6-dot mods. I'm going to say that for every single person that I see. I think it's really important. Even the Bad Batch get a huge boost with 6-dot mods. It really does help. So that's just always something to keep in mind. If you have a pilot, 6-dot mods are really important for them. It makes a huge difference. So Superman, I hope you enjoyed your review. We can do this every single month. I'm excited to see your progress. It looks like you're getting the pirates, so I'm kind of jealous. So I can't wait to see what's going on there. And you're doing really, really good. So you should be very happy with where you are in the game. You're way more ahead than most players. So really, really excited for your future. Also, the last thing I want to check is your Rey. Okay, you went for the little bit of the slower route. Might want to bump her offense up a little bit. A little bit. But honestly, this isn't terrible. It's not terrible. It's a speed set, so. But you might want to change it to offense. But that's all I have to say. Superman, really good roster. I hope you enjoyed your review. We're going to get another one next month. I didn't write my message, LOL, but for a priority roster review if possible. All right, Luke, you got it. We'll get you there. Did you send your ally code, Luke? I hoarded for Relic 9 Bane and I have never regretted that decision. Bane's amazing. Bane is amazing. Alright, Fam. I got Fam's review. So Fam is going to go on the list. Fam's a channel member. Okay, we're gonna go Luke because he's a channel member and donated. Dovid, I see right here in the Discord. Okay, we got Dovid. Let me just see. I'm just trying to catch up really quick, guys. Copy. Okay, so Luke. Luke. Where's Luke? Paichi Man, absolutely. Okay, we got Paichi Man. I did it, but I'll grab it again. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see it. Did you post it earlier? Where can I see it? Alright, let me catch up. I keep missing messages. I have a few questions. First of all, why my Leviathan always goes second? What do you think about 5v5 counter against JMK and SOKR? What packs can counter it? Your Leviathan's probably going second because your Darth Revan doesn't have full 6-stat mods. Or it's at a lower star count. So that's the first thing. And what do I think about counters against JMK and SOKR? I think SOKR will be countered by JMK. And I think JMK will be countered by JML. Thank you so much, brother. This is one I'll use. Awesome. Why does Arnold say that the Bad Batch ship is better with no mods on the crew members? I think it's because he has his Bad Batch at high relics and it messes up a certain counter for him. For me, I use it purposely for Executor and the higher relics actually help me. So I guess it depends on your use. I use Endurance and Marauder for Endurance, for Executor, so that's why I like that. Looks like you need to use a bit of ship and mod energy on this account. Yes. Without JMK and 5s, am I screwed for Darkside Raycron then? No, we'll figure out another counter. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, Pro Waffle. I'm sure we're going to be doing a ton of testing. Drop the details in Discord with a little message if you don't get to it tonight. No big deal. No problem, Dovid. I got you on the list. Do we just drop our ally code if we want to review? What's up, Warrior? Yes, you could drop your ally code. The only thing is that we have a huge list of channel members that are going to get priority, so it might be hard for the non-channel members to get through. Just being totally honest. Vex, you got to use that energy before it fills up. Hold on, what energy? Oh crap. Let's do this one. Thank you for the reminder. So I'm just waiting on Luke's. I don't know why I can't see Luke's ally code. Ren 2G is on the list, I know that for sure. I think in JC, the JMK counter will be a bit bloody with all 3 Omicrons. If you run a variant with 5s, it might be a little different. Chris Young, me too. I might not make it past 9:45, but I'm good with the next time. Alright, Chris Young, I'll add you to the list. So, if, hopefully Luke posts his ally code. It's not working, Luke. I can't see it. You gotta put an X in between the numbers. So, just like how Paichi Man above did it, you gotta put the X. I have maxed Darth Revan, but I can't understand an RNG. It's not even 50-50. Is it possible to remove my account? Would be great. What do you think about Bane with Dark Ray versus SLKR? Sans Harness. If you put your ally code in, I'll put you on the list, but might not get to it tonight because we have a ton of members in priority. Ren2G, I got your message in Discord. I will take that into account when reviewing you. Absolutely. Let me see really quick. Also, guys, huge shout out to El Poppy for changing to a master, from a master to Lord tier. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, El Poppy. I just saw that on my phone. Really, really appreciate it. All right, let's take a quick look. I have ST Animal in chat. Very good. There we go. We got Luke. All right. Luke is up. Just gotta get rid of the X's. Quick sip of water. Okay, I just want to confirm, Luke, I think this is your account. Bane, Malik, and Threes was getting me first place in my brackets. Same, Pro Waffle, it got me to top 50. I got very lucky this season with it. Just put it in the Discord. Okay, Jacob, I got it. I'm guessing you're Typhon. Yes, Andy, you're next. Absolutely. Just clawed my way into Kyber 4, but will fall out quickly. Gonna start pushing for Leviathan requirements long term, while I hoard up relic mats and using the catch up on Zeta mats. That's me. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. So we have Luke, who just got into Kyber 4. Very good. We have the top 5 in fleet, which is great. That's what you want. Important for the crystal income, so happy they're getting second in fleet. That's perfect for the Zeta mats as well. Darkside Raycron, very big. 8.7 million galactic power, so they don't have everything, but they're looking pretty good for getting here with Kyber 4 is impressive. So, very, very good. What I want to do is see what we're missing. So that's Leviathan. That's Lord Vader. Sith Eternal has a level 1 Malagos. Level 1 Malagos. That hurts me, but there might be a reason. Okay, no Balin. Obviously, no new Lord Vader. No new Mace. No Gungans. No Ahsoka. General Skywalker is unlocked. Alright, well, they have Cal Kestis, I think. Let me see. Has Cal. Has the Omicron on Cal. Very cool. Sparker. Hey Vex, you have you done me yet? Not yet, Sparker. I'll double check for you on the list. You're a channel member, so you're gonna get on there. Definitely ain't got everything. Unlocked Malgus, Malagos, and Benless. Very nice. Well, if you have Rey unlocked, and you have Ben Solo, I highly recommend working on some Ben Solo. Oh, you do? Okay, never mind. Very good. So, very good. I'm happy you did that. You have Rey. If you have Rey, you might as well work on him, because that only amplifies that team even more. And with Ezra, that's probably why you're climbing so high, because that's a very tough team to beat, especially in Kyber 4. So I'm happy you did that. In terms of Malgus, your Sith Empire, you got Malgus up and running. Very cool. You can start to work on your Leviathan counters now, or your Leviathan fleet. So obviously you're going to need to bring these characters up to relics. Your droid is holding you back a little bit. So that's one thing you got to... It's not Hoyang. It's... Where's the droid? I just saw it. Right here. 50R-T. So that's needed for Leviathan, so you got to bring that character up to 7 star. Shouldn't be that difficult. It's on a double node. So, you want to start prioritizing Leviathan, you said. I understand. Like, if you were struggling really hard in Fleet, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, you gotta get Leviathan immediately. But it looks like you're in top 5. I'm not sure if you have struggled to get into top 5. But, obviously, you can never not recommend a meta Fleet. If you were hanging out in the 50s, and you're like, yeah, I just can't get the crystal income, I'm struggling, I'd be like, okay, time to get a meta Fleet. Start to work on Leviathan. I think you have, you're comfortably here. Unless you're struggling in GAC, you could definitely use a couple more Galactic Legends for your roster. You're missing Leia. You're missing Lord Vader, who's very important right now with the new raid, as well as these Dark Side clones. So I don't know if General Skywalker is gating you, but General Skywalker is a great character to have. I see you have him at 5-star. You gotta save that currency. To get currency, you have to use your, also your Raid 2 currency. That's pretty much, that's the plan pretty much. Nearly 6-star for the droid. Now only 2 Leviathans in my fleet starts so far. I kind of want to get ahead of the trend. Okay. So if you're looking forward to getting ahead of the trend and you want to stay in your fleet comfortably, it's not a bad investment, obviously. Leviathan is the best fleet in the game. It's just very hard to get. It's very expensive. It's a lot of relics. You got to take your Revan to Relic 9. You got to take your Malak to Relic 9. You got to get all these extra Sith to 7. You got to get your Maul to Relic 7. Your Sith Trooper to 7. I think Bastila as well. HK-47 is another one you got to bring up to Relic 7. So it's not a cheap investment. And when you get the ship unlocked, it takes a ton of crystals to get the 7-star. And the lower star Leviathans do not perform nearly as well as a lower star Profundity or Executor, unfortunately. So you got to plan for that heavy bite. Another thing is, I don't know if you have the Interceptor for Malgus. So let's take a look. I'm not sure how close you are, but you're going to need this Interceptor for Malgus. I'm pretty sure that's a requirement. And it's also part of the main fleet. So you also have to take into account this is going to take you a very long time. So you got to get this ship up, this ship up, this ship up, this one, and this one. These are going to take you some time. The ship farms in this game are a pain. Absolute pain. So what I'm going to recommend... let's see. Kind of want to get ahead. Yeah, to bite the bullet on using currency for gas, but it's probably on the cards during the time of farming Leviathan. Get Interceptor this battleground. Nice. Okay. Already at 6k crystals for it. Okay, cool. What I would recommend is as you're farming these ships, you could also work on other projects. So, I'm not sure how much of the priority the raid is for you, but the raid is only going to amplify you getting your Leviathan quicker. The extra relic mats are huge. So I can see you get 300k here. Your Tarkin, if you threw a Zeta on his unique and changed mods, you can get 300k with your Tarkin. That's another extra get 3 currency, which is going to help you for your Leviathan. Those are a ton of relics. It's very hard. So I think you got to have a little bit of investment for the raid to help yourself and also your guild. I'm not sure how much of a priority that is for you, but I do know that the raid itself can help you tremendous amount to getting these projects done. So I would definitely do that. I'm a huge Sith fan, and even bigger Revan fan, so I had no issue with panic farming Leviathan and completely changed the game for me until Executor got the punishing one. Well, Rando, you know me, I'm a huge Old Republic fan. When they announced Leviathan, I was hyped. The release was disappointing because of how bugged it was, but I was hyped about it, so I feel the same sentiment. I've been farming Order 66 shards as well. Tarkin is going to go up next, just so short on Zetas. Yeah, that's the issue. Getting 1.5 million score as it is. Oh, that's good. As long as you're contributing to your guild, and you're getting some of the personal rewards, and you're getting a decent box, that's only going to help you with getting your relics up. For me, personally, my main guild gets the max box. I need that currency more than ever. Those arrow magnifiers, the impulse detectors are very hard to get. They're expensive, and they require a lot of gear to salvage and dismantle. So the raid currency is crucial. So 1.5 mil depending on your guild, is not terrible. Obviously, you want to bump those numbers up more. But start thinking about some other stuff while you're farming Leviathan, because Leviathan's going to take a while. Start thinking of another GL. You can't go wrong with Darth Vader. You can't go wrong with Leia. Like, those are very, very good. I don't know how close you are to Bane, but Bane also should be a priority for you when you get, are able to unlock his battlegrounds. So I would definitely start, while you're working on the Leviathan, start working on some other GL requirements. I don't know how close you are to Jedi Knight Luke, or Jedi Master Luke. You already have Jedi Knight Luke, that's a huge plus. So JML is not a bad one. Not in any means a rush for you. You do have Cal, so just that's my word of advice. While you're working on Leviathan, start working on some of the GLs. Can you judge my mods for a bit, please? Absolutely. Let's take a look at the speed. All right. I like to look at the rows of the 300 speed. Okay, so now we have, is it 2 rows? 305. 301. 301. Okay, so you almost have 3 rows. You're pretty much almost at 3 rows. For where you are in the game, it's not terrible. Not terrible. I would definitely like to bump those up a little bit. You want to get more 300 speeds? Your fastest is Kylo, which I do like. Kylo, very fast, is important. Let's take a look at Rey. Offense with health. Doesn't really need a crazy amount of speed, so your GL mods are fine. Your cat is 356. Not the end of the world. Could be, a little bit better, but... Bane and Queen are 5 months away each. Okay, I would definitely plan on getting them up immediately because they're huge. Absolutely huge. And you have your Padawan Obi-Wan, so... Luxray, what's going on, my friend? You're on the list. I got my Talon done because of you roasting me. Also, how's the stream going? Oh, Talon Malicos. Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. The stream is going great. I actually have you on the list, Luxray, so 100%. You'll be getting a review. Last month has been rough for mod upgrades. Honestly, rough RNG. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, guys, I like to get at least, rule of thumb, you want to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of plus 300 speed. That usually means you're in a pretty good marker for your roster. I really like that amount of rows for plus 300. I know it's not easy, but usually when you have that, you're in pretty good shape. So I do think that you need to start working on mods, just like I said for Superman. Because that's the difference between your divisions. Like, everyone's going to have the same characters, guys. Everyone's going to have all these characters unlocked. They're going to have the Omicrons. The difference is the modding. You don't have to have god tier mods. Every single opponent I face in my division always beats me in relic numbers, gear 13s. Well, that doesn't really matter anymore, but modding, Datacrons. They all beat me. You don't have to have the most god tier mods to be good at this game or climb. All you need is to have just adequate mods. Plus 300 should not be a very hard goal to achieve. So if I were you, you don't want to use all your currency on modding because you want to work on other farms. Do at least try with 1 refresh a day in mods. Try to do 1 of regular mod farming and 1 of the currency. So you do your regular energy once, a full energy refresh, or of whatever you have for the day. Go for your speed mods. Go for your offense mods. Bring them up to the minimum level where you can see the secondary stats. Dismantle all the ones that don't have any. Then do 1 refresh for the currency to level up those mods over time. Look at the mod store. Start getting some of the mod currency. Or the mod store mods. They're very good. That's where I get all my plus 25s and my plus 20s. Are mostly from the mod store. You have Jabba. Work on the mod event, the Smuggler's Run. Huge. The episode pass. I'm not sure if you get the episode pass, but they have some mods in there that have plus 5 speed. That's the only reason I would buy them. So for you, I would recommend that. 100%. I did your account already? I don't even remember that. Thinking of swapping Darkseid Ray and Cat Circle. Got a 29 speed roll on her. That's insane. Hold on. Jeez. That's insane. Very nice. We try 3 refreshes a day? Okay, so you're doing everything right. Sometimes it's just bad RNG. So I think for you, you got to get if you're trying to climb more in Grand Arena, the Conquest characters, bingo. Huge. Huge for any roster. So keep that up. That's important. And start getting some GLs. Get your Leviathan up and running. It's going to take you time, but that's what I'm going to recommend for you. Obviously, farm the mods. When you get the Conquest characters unlocked, work on them. I think you have... I just want to check your Padawan, your Master Qui-Gon really quick. Where's Qui-Gon? Am I not seeing him? I don't want to filter by... Okay, you do have Master Qui-Gon. Good. And you have the Omicron. Wow. Wait, what does this do again? Interesting. You have the Omicron without Queen Amidala. That's pretty interesting. Me, 10.5 million, Kyber 2. I'm a good example of Datacrons and Struck Tactics. Absolutely, Rando. 100%. Sans Harness, I subscribed on Patreon for my Apple account. Can I link my account here? Absolutely. Let me know your ally code and I'll add you on the channel member list. 100%. I'm 11 million account. That is almost Kyber 1 with all Relic 7 GLs. That's impressive. I gotta say, that's impressive. That goes pretty well into a Keller and Beck TW team. Ah, okay. I've never seen it run with him, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to recommend for you. I know it's hard because you don't have your Skywalker up and running. I do think Lord Vader's a really good GL right now with the Darkside clones. Needed for the raid. Not a bad investment. But to overall go over everything, I'd say work on your Leviathan. You want to prepare for your fleet meta, you know, and your fleet shard. It's going to help you in Grand Arena tremendously. Start to work on these GLs a little bit. It's time to go. You got to get more than 4. I think it's important for you. And I would definitely start working on some modding. Very important. Luke, I hope you enjoyed your review, but that's definitely what I would do if I were you. 100%. So, everyone, that's Luke's review. You know, I'm going a little bit slower, but I like to take my time with the channel members. So, next up, we're going to go to Andy Lee. And it's a little hot in here, so I'm going to put on my AC really quick. There we go. Thought it was on the whole time. I guess it wasn't. 53 watching, 14 likes. Let's go mount that algorithm. That's what I'm saying. 100%. Thank you, Superman. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Of course. All right, guys. Andy Lee. Now, Andy always leaves me some really good notes. So I'm going to read Andy's notes really quick. Give him Relic 7. Quantity. Will not rush. Good. Vector 3. Current forming Shin Rock with 7-star. Watch up. What non-GL teams next? I'm not going to prioritize next GL as farming those that want to finish Leviathan requirements. Farm at least 2 ship shards every day. Screenshot my current farming progress. Potential teams: Gas, DTMG, Mandalorians, Bo-Katan Mandalore, Afra, Enoch. You could also suggest other teams. Problem 2, GL Ahsoka counter. Can I counter GL Ahsoka without Pretty and Night Trooper? I have changed my modding for Great Mother and Morgan. I hope you could check the mods and solve my question. Other 3. We could take a look at my mods and characters. Hero Finn. Alright, cool. So Andy always leaves insane notes. I'm going to actually move it to the screen here. I got gamer sweats. It's just hot in here. It's just hot always. Always like sweating. So Andy is slowly working on Leviathan. Kyber 2. I mean, I don't think if I remember correctly, I don't think Andy was in Kyber 2 the last time I did this review. So this is impressive. They're climbing a lot. They upgraded JML to Relic 3. We'll get him to Relic 7, give him the Zeta after finishing Balin because he's running out of Relic materials, which is okay. Still has a GL. Got Profundity, not rushing the 7-star. I have no problem with that. I recommend the same thing as well. Profundity, unless you have a certain niche for, is not a ship you need to rush 100% to 7-star. It can still perform without it. Keller into Relic 3, not going to rush for new teams for Order 66 raid, as my guild performs pretty well, and I score 1 million. Hey, as long as your guild is okay with, hitting a certain box and 1 million is good, that's fine. You don't need to hit the max box. How much do we love that we made pirates for Order 66? Not that much. I'm also curious about Great Mother counter without the troopers. You know what? That's a great question. And we're going to get to that in a second. So they're currently farming Shin and Maroc, which are really good because... Oh, wait. Shin's at 7. Maroc is almost at gear 13, so that's pretty much the hard part. Hope to catch up to Balin for 723. I think you're going to be fine. 7 here. I think your Night Sisters are done. Night Sisters are done. Good modding. So, this is a really good question. There's still more things we gotta talk about, but they're curious about, can this counter still be done without the troopers? And in my opinion, I think so. The good thing is that you can counter 3v3, it looks like. Absolutely can counter 3v3. So that's a huge plus. I know it sucks, but Spirit could definitely use a little bit of a boost. So I see the accuracy is there, so that's smart. Offense there, I'd probably throw in a critical damage there, but the offense is not terrible. Offense here is good. Okay. The extra relic levels are going to do nothing but help you. They're very good on her. I don't regret it at all. If I were to try this counter, if I were to try it without these two, I would pick Acolyte for the damage, and I think she calls someone to an assist. Dispel all debuffs on a random. This attacks against 20% critical damage. Does she call anyone to assist? Yeah, call a random Night Sister ally to assist. That could be helpful. So, I'd say you don't have these two up and running. For what you have right now, Great Mothers, Morgan, Spirit, Acolyte, and then either Zombie or Initiate, maybe? Asajj could potentially be a damage dealer. I guess you could throw in Asajj as well. I'm actually going to test this. I'm actually curious. I haven't even thought about running it without these guys. So that's a really good point. But I do think you're going to have to do something with your Spirit a little bit, honestly. So that's a really good question from Andy and Rando. Last time was Herodium too. That's what I was saying. I don't remember you being in Kyber. That's crazy. Sweating more than your Bane? No. Nothing's going to make me sweat and have my heart out to here more than that battle, Paichi man. Never. Athro, you need that permafrost crystal and that lightsaber would keep you cool. I agree. And that reminds me, guys. I want to give a huge shout out to my free-to-play account, guild. Really, really awesome, guys. I'm going to quickly take a break. I'm going to go back to this in a second. But my free-to-play account is an awesome guild that brought me on. It's called Jedha's Vengeance. And they brought me on from the beginning. I've been with them for a while. And they are actively growing. If you guys need any new home for a guild, they are a great group of guys. And they're actually doing really, really well. So, just want to give a shout out to my free-to-play guild because they've been very, very helpful for me. And they're actually starting to do really well. I haven't lost a TW with them yet, so I just wanted to throw that plug in there really, really quick. In terms of Andy, they want to talk about what non-GL teams next. So, for me, I'm biased here. I absolutely love Unaligned Force users. They're expensive. I get it. They require Chirotech. But, literally, Malicos is one of the best characters in this game. One of the best GAC characters. You're not having a problem climbing. You're in Kyber too. But, like, I absolutely love your account. But, like, Malicos is definitely huge. So I'd say unaligned force users are massive to have. But you're a little bit away. That's the problem. You gotta go Seer, you gotta go Cal, and you gotta go Malicos. So, at the moment, this might not be the best path because they're not even close. But down the line, I would definitely recommend working on this team. General Skywalker is a big one. Like, that is a big character to have. I don't know if you have General Skywalker unlocked. Wait, 6-star. Let's check out your 5-0 first. There's your answer. You already have the 5-0 first team up and running. All you gotta do is relic up one character. There's a non-GL team right there. So that's huge. Definitely huge. So Gas is, out of all the ones you've listed Gas, DTMG, Mandalorians, Bo-Katan, and Afra and Enoch. So I'd say if you were going to go for the Enoch, I would only do it if I was going for Ahsoka, and I don't think Ahsoka is a massive priority right now because she's just not doing too well. Let me see. Yeah, I'm modding for Spirit. Nice. Kirikul, what's going on, Kirikul? I didn't see your message till now. Your Night Sister versus Ahsoka counter saved me last GAC. I love to hear that. I love it. Hey, Vex, I'm at work. I don't know if you're gonna gone through my account yet. You're on the list. Swoka Gameplay, absolutely gonna get to you. 100%. Jay, how do I get a roster review? If you post your ally code, channel members get priority. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the non-channel members are probably not gonna get a review tonight because these take a little bit, and I have a huge list. Channel members have to get priorities, but I'll put you on the queue for non-channel members. Can I get a star? I subbed on Patreon from another mail if it's possible to review. I gotta see how do I give you a star? I will definitely try to do that for you, but I have your name written down, Sans. You'll definitely get one. How close to Lord Vader is he? You gotta get General Skywalker first. BKM would be a good move. Also helpful for your guild. That's true. DTMG and Afra only need gear and relic for one character for the leader. Seems much cheaper. So, the thing is like, is DTMG a good character? Yes. Is he as game-changing as the other ones listed? No. I think Bo-Katan Mandalore can take out a lot more teams. You could gear up your Maul. That would give you a Mandalorian team, and Maul is good to have. Do you have Lord Vader? Oh, wait, no, you don't have Lord Vader because you don't have General Skywalker. So, I think for you, the ones that require one character, he's good, but, like, he's not as... I feel like he's not as impactful as Gas or Maul. Like, I'd rather have a Gas team and a Mandalorian team and a Bo-Katan team than a DTMG. Doesn't mean he's a bad team. You're also missing the Zetas on these characters, and the Zetas are important. They're important. So, like, you gotta, like, really think about the Zeta situation. How does GL Hondo get an event before GL Ahsoka? I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, I'll watch the stream later from my here when you check my account. Thanks, Vex. Of course, Swoka Gameplay. Thank you. I see Gas is at 6-star, Arc is at 7. Yeah, I know Gas requires 4 Zetas, but Gas is still a good character, even on a JML team. Like, I'm never going to not advocate for Gas. Gas was the first epic confrontation character I got my free-to-play account. I think it is very important. GL Ahsoka was a bust. I agree. Fam, Vex, you can take me off the list. Gotta head out. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Fam, I will keep you on the list for next time. If you gotta head out, I'm not gonna take you off. You're a channel member, so you're still gonna get a review. So don't worry. Maul took me to Kyber 1, 7 holds. There you go. He's not. DTMG is nice to have, though. He's very nice to have. They are full of importance. Importful equals importful. I can't talk sometimes, guys. You know this. Justice for Ahsoka. Oh, man, she needs it. Enoch Zeta's not relict. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, Zeta is still a big problem. I still need 3 Zetas for Balin. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. The Zeta crunch is the biggest issue. But you want to work for some non-GL teams. I mean, it's tough. All these characters require like 2 Zetas or like 4 Zetas. It's hard. Like, even if you were to go for a Bo-Katan team, that requires Zetas. Dr. Aphra's team requires Zetas. The plus about going for Enoch is you get the Peridia event, but then that means you're actively working for Ahsoka, who's just like not a super priority right now. I will definitely review your mods, I promise. Finish Balin requirements a week after the last event. I have Relic 9 waiting at full mods. He's great. Balin is not anyone you're going to regret. The Gas Lander Unreal still beats most, if not all, Quadme setups. Yeah, no, guys, I'm telling you. I think Gas is still a relevant character. Is he, the best on, offense for banners? Probably not, but he can get you out of a pinch. He's helped me beat Saw. He's helped me beat Queen. He's good at killing Rey on a cleanup. He can even beat some Rey squads in certain divisions, honestly. So Maul, Gas, or Bo first? Well, here's the thing. Your Gas is still at 6-star. So there's no time frame of when you're going to get him to 7. So I don't know where you are with your get currency. So if you're currently waiting on your get currency for him or just, holding off, Maul is not bad to have. You already have the Lightspeed bundle for the Mandalorians. So if you get him up and running, put his relics and his Zetas on, you're going to have a team that's pretty good. The Mandalorian team is pretty nasty. Are they like, top S tier? No. Are they A tier? Yeah. They're still good. So I would definitely work on the teams that you're closest to fulfilling and completing the team. So Maul is one of them because you have the team here. General Skywalker is your second one because you have all of the 501st up at Relics. They're missing some Zetas, but they'll still perform fine without it. But General Skywalker is something you just can't, he's needed for Lord Vader as well. So if you actively work on your Maul, you work on your Gas, that helps you go towards your Lord Vader farm. So Lord Vader should be on the horizon for you as well. So it's not a bad investment. It's not a wasted investment. General Skywalker is needed at Relic 8 for a Lord Vader team. Lord Vader with the new clones is one of the best characters or teams in the game currently. They are very good. I see you're slowly working on them. So that's another plus. I think it's a no-brainer. If I were you, bite the bullet, get your Gas up and running. Wonderful character. Good team. Gives you another defensive team as well if you want to strip banners. Very good there. And it puts you one step closer to Lord Vader, which I think you need for your roster. You're in Kyber too. You're going to start facing a lot more GLs and a lot more tougher teams. So I think Lord Vader has to be on the way. So that's what I'm going to recommend for you. Your problem was I answered this question already about the GL Ahsoka Tano counter. I will do some testing for you because I'm curious. But I would definitely try Acolyte and Asajj for the counter and see how it goes. Currency is used for gear. I know, that's the toughest part. That's the toughest part. It's the one thing about Malik and Gas that makes it very annoying is that their currency is needed for other things. But it's just a bullet you're going to have to bite. I don't think you're going to want to spend the crystals on him in the weekly shipment, so it's just something you have to do. It's unfortunate, but that's the way CG did it when they released them. They require that currency. I think it was a huge mistake for them to do that, but that's what I'm going to recommend. And the last thing is hope you can look at the mods on some of my characters. Hero Finn. All right, let's look at Hero Finn. Oops, that's regular Finn. Okay, I mean, this isn't terrible. I mean, I've definitely seen faster, but this could be very helpful. Still not bad. So you have to think, he's going to be gaining extra speed from Zori. So I think it's plus 35 speed. Yeah, plus 35 speed. So that's very nice to have. So that could probably help you out, you know. I would definitely like to see it at least at like 330. I think 330 is a nice number to hit. That gets you at 365. So it's really, it's better than it was before, if I remember correctly. So this is, I'm not going to say it's God tier, but I'm going to say it's in the right direction. Absolutely. I would definitely try to make him a little bit faster. You want me to take a look at your Commander Ahsoka Tano next? Okay, 323. Again, in the right direction. Probably not going to be in the lines of Kyber 1. You're going to see a lot of 360s, sometimes 370s of Cat. So I think you're heading in the right direction. You're making her a little bit tankier. I kind of like damage on her, but I guess it doesn't really matter. She has a one-shot ability. But very, very, you know, important to have a good, pretty fast Cat. So I would definitely try to work on hers a little bit. Very hard to get good mods. I know. It's very difficult. Ezra is next. Ezra is one that's a very important set. Let's go Spectre. Okay, again, it's a similar situation. Like, mods are extremely difficult. I like the health. The health is great. But, obviously, we want to try to bump these up a little bit. If your opponent was to use Great Mothers against your Ezra, they wouldn't have to mod them very fast to get rid of them. So, that's like an example of where the modding could come in. Still, the high health is great. I like the health modding, so I'll give you credit to that. The health is phenomenal. I'm proud of the health. The speed could definitely go a little bit higher. You want him at least 350, I think. Ezra is a candidate for 350 plus. He's a very good character. But you're in the right direction. GL Ray. Let's look at GL Ray. Okay, Relic 7. Health. Health. Speed. Okay. So, this is like a... Ray's weird. Ray doesn't have to be lightning fast. It's good to have some speed on her, yes. You could even change this arrow out to like a offensive arrow or a health arrow with speed secondaries. But the health here is nice. It's not bad to have. Not bad to have. I think this is the health is great here, but I would definitely try to bump up the offense a little bit. Try to get to 10k. 10k is nice. If you add a couple of relic levels, obviously that's going to help a lot. So that's going to be Ray in my opinion. And now JML. Let's take a look at JML. I know you just unlocked your JML. I'm very curious. Okay, we got speed. Protection. 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 I mean, for me, this is good. Obviously, not the incredibly fast, but still, you're not going to always outspeed certain teams. Like, you could still beat Lord Vader without outspeeding him. You have definitely the right primaries, 100%. So, I'm going to say this is fine. I'm going to say this is good for where you are. The full protection is really nice, so... And you have good secondary protection here, which is awesome. Secondary protection there. So, I'm going to say your JML mods are really good. So... also, take a quick look at Datacron farming. Also, ask if purchasing support cron is worth it for my GAC. Well, I'll tell you really quick, just by looking at this team. You don't have Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon, so I'm going to say not super essential. Obviously, there's other teams that can do it. The second one I'm going to recommend is the Droid Nuke, which you're not ready for. You don't have 50R-T. So I think for where you are in the game and you need the currency somewhere else, I'm not going to recommend the support cron for you at the moment. If you had Queen Amidala up and running with her squad, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I would recommend the support cron. It's a game changer for Grand Arena. But with your roster, will it help certain teams? Absolutely. You could throw it on a Jabba team and stuff like that. But I don't think it's going to stop after or anything like that. So I would say hold off on the support cron. I don't think it's super necessary for you. Your Datacrons are, I mean, you got the important ones. You got Darkseid Ray and the Hermit Yoda. I think for where you are right now, you're going to be facing very tough opponents. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard. This one is probably going to solo carry you if an opponent doesn't know how to figure it out. But you have the Barriss. I see you have the Mandalorian team. If you get your, Maul up and running, try to go for a Mandalorian Datacron. That could be very helpful as well. So having Gar Saxon or the Super Commando one could be very helpful for you. But for you, I would try to prioritize getting more of like the quantity. Try to get a couple more, like at least 2 full rows of the Datacrons. It's nice to have that variety, especially in 3v3. 3v3 is very, very hard. But I'm very impressed. Like, I have to say, Andy, for where you are in the game and your Datacrons, the fact that you're in Kyber 2 is incredibly impressive. This is insane. Because I'm in Kyber 2 on my alt account. And we are at a huge gap, no offense. I've been playing this game for a lot longer. So the fact that you're here with this account is a huge milestone. So, Andy, you're on the right direction. For you, I'd say the non-GL teams, Gas, Maul, Bow is great to have. I know you're waiting for Lightspeed bundles for like Jedi Knight Calcessus and stuff like that, but keep doing you. Get those Balin requirements done. Save those Zetas for Balin. You're doing really, really good. You're almost working on your Leviathan as well, so I think you're heading down the right direction, Andy. So I think you're doing well. Continue. You've improved with your mods. You've climbed heavily in Grand Arena. Try to see if that Night Sister trick is going to work with those 2 Night Sisters. Work on those Spirit mods as well. So that's what I'm going to say for your review, Andy. Really appreciate you always supporting me. And, yeah, that's going to be your review, brother. Let's catch up with chat. Wrangler's in chat. Overly fast cat, not necessary these days in my humble opinion. Go Ezra and Night Sisters for top speeds currently. You know, it's an interesting point. I guess it depends on the meta. There's a weird thing going on with a JMK, Cat, and Ezra 3v3 team. So, very, very tough. I don't know if the faster Cat will stop that. It carried you hard. How do I get a roster review? So, George, if you want a roster review, non-channel members get put on a queue. All channel members get priority. So, I'm not going to get to the non-channel members today. It's going to be very, very hard. Just ask in chat. You got a list of channel members get priority. Thank you, Superman. Kyber 2 is impressive. Yes. Do I need to buy support cron for my roster? Andy, I'm going to say no for your roster. Do I think it can help certain teams? Yes. But I don't think even if you put the support cron on Jabba, he's still going to get taken down by Afra this season. So, I think if you go for the Omicrons, go for the, the mod material. Like, what I would do if I were you, instead of, I don't know if you get the episode pass or you're running out of currency. If you have the extra currency, go ahead. Like, if you're getting the episode pass, let me say that. If you're purchasing the episode pass and getting this on top, then I'd say, sure, you're going to have enough currency. If you're not getting this, then I'm going to say no. So, what I would do if I were you is start to work on this stuff. I gotta be careful. This is my free-to-play account. I can't just spend it on everything. But work on these. Work on this. Very important. It can be very helpful for your roster. So, that's what I'm gonna say. Farmstar, how much does it cost for a roster review? If you're a channel member, you get 1 roster review per month and priority. And going to be completely honest, to all the non-channel members, it looks like the queue is going to be a very long time because these take a while. So there's no time frame to when I can really get to the non-channel members. I'm just trying to be honest. I have a whole bunch that I need to do. Possibly Balin. I have the pass. Hey, maybe Balin. Maybe. And Sans Harns. I have not forgotten you. Do not worry. Yeah, Balin. I mean, how many of those guys are support? I think Shin's an attacker. He's a tank. Where's Shin? Do I have Shin unlocked? Attacker. Okay, he's a support. Maybe. Maybe. If it was going to be a super chat, I meant. Well, I have to be fair for the members, so I have a couple members left, but if you were super chatting, I could probably put you on the list quicker. Obviously, if you're supporting me in the channel, I could probably speed you up. But I'm going to try to go through the next one. Sans Harns, I still haven't gotten your ally code, to be honest, brother. I need your ally code to do your review. But we also have Swoga Gameplay. But Swoga Gameplay, I'm not sure if you're still in here. We're going to get to you today. But I think there's other members in the chat. So we have ST Animal and we have Ren2G. So if you guys are both in here, we're both going to get to you. He's a hard-hitting support, yeah. Marak can inflict a ton of debuffs. Shin can one-shot. He has an AoE... I guess Purge. Is Purge inflicted, though? That's the question. Ability block. He doesn't ability block, so... You're on my buddies list in game? What? On which account? On my free-to-play or my main? Let me see. What does it cost for a review? If you're a channel member, you get a review. And Sam Fox, it looks like you've been gifted a membership, so you are entitled. Sans Harns main? Oh, I gotta double check, brother. That's awesome. That's crazy. I'll double check. Do you think you'll get to me today? Sparker, I think I will get to you today. Can you just post your ally code? I'm probably gonna try to stay up for another hour. We're going to do Ren2G quick, and then we're going to do Sta Animal. I don't want to rush these reviews, but I do want to maybe do like 10 minutes at least. Let's see. Alright. Ren2G. I have 6 Relic 9s in the bank. Would like to know where the best place to put them for JC. And look at my mods. Any advice is great. Guild also going for max crate. In 3 months, getting 11 million plus. We'll have Hondo. Day 1. How many Relic 9 should I save for his requirements? And Relic 9 his team for the raid, but that's months away. We'll get more. So what I would do is I would save a Relic 9 for each set of requirements. 100%. That's what I'm gonna recommend. But let's look at Ren2G's roster. 12.9 million galactic power. All the GLs, very good stuff. They're very curious about what they should Relic 9. And what should they do to improve their GAC roster? Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm a huge advocate for this guy. So that's just the first thing is Saw Gerrera with the Omicron is a massive, massive defensive team. I love him. I think you have Luthen up and running. So let me just double check really quick. I might not be your favorite character, but if you go to we're Rebel Fighters, you have Luthen. I would definitely, brother, definitely work on Saw. I mean, that's a huge, huge team for Grand Arena, especially in Carver 1. But you're curious on the extra Relic 9s to give on your team to help boost your roster. So, I mean, this is just a little bias. I don't think the Relic 9 on Darkside Ray is going to disappoint you this season. That could probably get your offense to 10k. So, very, very big. I do like Relic 9 on Darkside Ray. That's just bias. She has an insane Datacron. I think it's important. So I like the Relic 9 there. I think you could also bump the Relic levels to Ben Solo. He actually hits pretty hard. Pretty hard. I'm not going to say Relic 9, but if you're feeling crazy, Relic 9 Ben Solo, I've been one-shot. It happened last season. Did you guys see me get one-shot? Absolutely insanity. Sparker, thank you. I gotcha. Yeah, this account's crazy. I mean, I would say Queen Amidala, but for the raid, but that's not a thing anymore. So I would, back in the day, I'd say Relic 9 Queen Amidala, 100%. Bane should be Relic 9 tonight. So I definitely think Relic 9 Bane is an absolute 100% yes. Cannot go wrong with that. I have personal bias for this. This used to be way more important back in the day, but I do like a Relic 9 Malgus. I think Relic 9 Malgus is nice. He has a ship, he's a tank, he gets more stats, so that's not a bad Relic 9 to do. I do like Relic 9 on Darth Malgus. For Grand Arena. Let's see. Chrysanthemum is pretty good at Relic 9, but... Sam Vox with a $10 super chat. Thank you. I can't have it for free. Well, hey. Thank you so much, my dude. Sam, thank you. Thank you. If you want a review, please post your ally code. Absolutely. So, that's another Relic 9. Kenobi a little bit. Let's see, what else we working with here? Well, obviously Hondo is going to need it, so you might as well do that. Oh, Wrangler, thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Would it help to have a Relic 9 Dorito against the new Endurance Lando counter? I don't know if it's going to stop it, to be honest. That's a great question. I got to do more testing against that. Really good. Let's keep going through the Relic 9s. Dun, dun, dun. Sam, I gotcha. I've been visiting Vex's videos for counters this GAC. Well, that makes me happy. Let's keep looking through these Relic 9s. I'm not really... Oh, we got Captain Ethano. Nice. Nothing's really screaming to me that you're missing anything crazy. I like a little bit more relics on him, but not game-changing at the moment. Let me go... Oh, do you not have Gungans? Ooh. Looks like you're missing some Gungans. Or any upgrades to help? Well, I think Gungans are a nice... I know they're not the, everyone's favorite faction, but they're still nice to have. I do think Gungans still are very helpful. I mean, if you want another crazy team for, like, other crazy stuff, Stap with the Omicron is pretty tough, but I don't think your Grievous had Zetas, I think. Yeah, no Zetas on Grievous, so that's going to require some of that. But let me see. There's clearly something here that I'm not seeing. I mean, okay, here's one I could tell you. I'm not sure about your Bounty Hunter fleet. There you go. Ren 2G. If you're looking for that extra boost on your fleet, Relic 9 Dengar will only bump up your Executor. And I promise you from experience, if you guys have watched me, I talk about it all the time on my videos. When I faced Zerath, he had a triple attacker Relic 9 fleet. Relic 9 punishing one. They destroyed my Leviathan. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but the extra relic levels on your pilots, with the 6-stop mods, what you have, are going to make the fleet dangerous. So I think Dengar, if you're looking to just like, hey, I need a Relic 9 character and I want bigger investment and higher stuff for my Grand Arena, the Relic 9 on Dengar will only bump up your Executor fleet to crazy, crazy margins. So I do think that the Relic 9 on Dengar could be helpful for you. You could also bump the relic levels for Cad Bane, and also I'm going to look at your Mando. Alright, you already have a Relic 8 Mando, that's good. That's good. I think Cad Bane's a big one that I was missing. So I do think that Dengar could help bump up your fleet viability, 100%. So from what I'm seeing, Dengar is one. Hondo for the raid requirement and for the GL. Obviously, the new GL requirements are important. I would save some of them. If you're like, unless you're going to get way more currency later on, you could throw it on Jabba. You could throw it on Balin as well. Balin's a tank. I have a Relic 9 Reva. I have a Relic 9 Balin. I have a... I'm trying to picture what I have at Relic 9 that you don't. I have Relic 9 Reva, Relic 9 Balin, Relic 9 Darkside Rey. I have a Relic 9 Queen, but I'm not going to recommend that now. Relic 9 Bane. I mean, Bane is really, really good. Malchus is a tank, but like I said, it's kind of like older. But if you're looking for immediate GAC bump, your fleet. 100% your fleet. That's going to include Dengar. Very, very important. I know my guild made me put Relic 8 on Anakin for a, you know, easier time in fleet, so that's very helpful as well. So, that's what I'm really going to recommend, is start saving for some of the other requirements. I mean, you have a phenomenal roster. I want to look at your Datacrons. Okay, holy crap. You're way better at Datacrons than me, so I can't even make a comment. Your Datacrons are nasty, nasty, nasty. I could save them. I could save them till Hondo and his requirements. You could, but I think if you're doing the new raid, which I think you are, you're going to be getting some more currency anyway. So if you have to spend some stuff, you might as well. Like, with your roster, you're probably getting 14 million, right? Or like 13 million with the raid. You have the Relic 9 Mace with the 3-man. You have Relic 7 Omega, Bad Batch. That's going to do it. You have all the clones are Relic 9. So your currency is going to be replenishing. You can afford, honestly. The only thing you got to keep an eye on is the signal data. If you're running low on signal data, then you got to be cautious. But if I had to pick out of all the Relic 9s at the moment for the immediate boost in Grand Arena, my go-to is going to be Dengar. I think Dengar, even if you wanted to bring him up to at least Relic 7, I think that one is the most important for you, Ren2G. Definitely, I think, is going to help you a lot. So, Ren2G, I know, like, you didn't... I mean, your roster's insane. You have a great roster. I don't think it requires much review. But for that extra boost in Grand Arena, obviously, Gungans are a legendary team. That's something you're going to want to eventually get. So definitely think about that as well. But for you, let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at the mods. I'm always curious. I'm going to guess 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 5 rows of plus 300. Got 5 rows. 6 rows. 7 rows. 8. Phenomenal. Almost 9 rows of full 300 speed. This is what you want, guys. This is exactly what you want for your roster. They have a bunch of plus 300 speed. This is what it takes to get to Kyber. Kyber 1. You have everything in your power and the Datacron farming to be a high Kyber 1 player. I mean, 100%. I think you're missing... Oh, well, you are Kyber 1. You are. I think the difference from where that'll elevate you to the next breed will be the extra relic levels in certain characters. And just perfecting the off meta. I just lost your freaking thing. Hold on, let me go back. I want to check... The last thing I want to check in your account is your Great Mother counter. I want to see if you got that up and running. Alright, let's see. I always like to check this. Okay, Great Mothers. 323, so that means 353. Which is... It could be better. And your Morgan... Your Morgan's 363. So what you need to do... I mean, that's a pretty fast Morgan. You might be able to outspeed some Ezras. I think you gotta bump the speed up to your Great Mothers. Speed. Plus 25. Plus 23. Plus 17. Plus 15. Alright, you gotta work on these two. I would try to get these up and running. And even this can... You could bump up one more time. That could possibly be at plus 24. What's up, Tryhard? Good to see you, my brother. Choose the last one. No, sorry. Oh, that's fine. This is a great option to have in Grand Arena. I'm always a big advocate for it. You don't have the speed there. Doesn't Great Mothers need to be faster than Morgan for the counter to work? Yes. Yes, they do, Dovid. That's why I'm recommending they add more speed on Great Mothers. They got to be, first of all, faster than Morgan. But I would definitely like to see them up in the 340s. I think 340 or higher will help you guarantee to outspeed those fast Ezras. Not going to happen all the time. I couldn't use it multiple times this season because of how fast those Ezras were. But Ren2G, I think for you, because you're in a great spot, you have a ton of Datacrons, you have almost everything besides Gungans, bump those relic levels up a little bit. and get your Gungans up as well. We could potentially face one day. I mean, we're around this. I'm a little bit high right now because I had a good streak, but we could definitely end up facing one day, so that'd be pretty fun. But I hope you enjoyed your review, Ren2G. You're in obviously in a really good spot. You're in a different level than most players. You're at the end game. But for me personally, those extra boosts in your roster will help you a tremendous amount. Your Ezra's fast? Let's take a look. I always like seeing fast Ezra's. 361. Very good. So they would need a 333 and a 332 to outspeed your Ezra. But I faced a player that had like a 380. That's very hard to beat. So you have plus 24 is good. 21. You could actually bump that up one more time. That could be a 27 potentially. 24, 23, and 23. All right, pretty good. Any chance I can get a review tonight as well, Vex? Remember the last time you added me on the list? Yes, tryhard. I actually still have you on the list. The problem is I have a ton of channel members I still have to get through, and I have to be fair. I have to prioritize the channel members. So I don't know if it's gonna happen tonight, but I do have you on the non-channel member list. It's just gonna take you a while. It's just, I'm being honest. I have a ton of members I have to review. Absolutely, Ren2G, 100%. Next up, we're going to go with ST Animal. So, ST Animal, if you are here, please give me a buzz. I just want to make sure we're doing this live with you. Oh, I appreciate that, tryhard. I just got to be... I have to be fair. If you guys did want to prioritize a review, you could always become a channel member for the month, and could get you there. Okay, ST Animal is here. Perfect. So, this player is in my Discord. Awesome person. Gives great advice. Very friendly. I believe they were helping me out the night of the scammer, so I appreciate ST Animal a lot. I do remember that vividly. So... they are representing the Hall's Erodium Acolytes. Pretty cool. And they are in Kyber too. So, good player. If you guys are in Kyber, you're a good player. So, this player knows what they're doing. Leviathan. So, great start. Top 5 in Fleet Arena. I always check. Where is your Fleet Arena performance? If you're in the top 5, you're doing something right. Crystals, Zetas. Very two important resources. So, very good there. Ray Focus Datacron. You did the right move. GLs. It looks like you're missing 2. So you're missing... you're missing Ahsoka. And who else? Who am I missing? Who else are you missing? Superman with another 5 gifted members. That's crazy. You have been an absolute legend this stream, my dude. 5 gifted memberships from Superman. Thank you so much, brother. Huge shout out. Review my Great Mother mods, please, and tell me your opinion about Bane Dark Gray. I will. You're coming up. I think you're probably next. I still don't have your ally code. You gotta post your ally code. Superman is on a roll. Everyone is always surprised I don't have Kenobi. That's who it's missing. I'm like, who are you missing? It's Kenobi. That's crazy. F that scammer. I agree. What are you missing with Kenobi? Let me see. Manuel Barrios. Kenobi! For the record, where is Shadow? That's a great point. And a $15 super chat from Farmstar. Looks like Farmstar is going to be getting a review. Working on Depa and Great Mother mods. Working on 100% all of TB through Relic 8. Oh, man. Well, get ready for a review, my friend. Thank you. We're going to be up late. So, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. We're going to definitely get to you now. Okay. Kenobi's missing. I don't know if it's like an intentional, you're just waiting for last kind of thing. Looks like you're a little bit away from Ahsoka. You don't have Gungans. No Mace yet. Understandable. Very whaley. No bow. I hate Mace and Shock T. If I ever get Kenobi, it will be when we have nothing else to farm. So you don't like Shock T. Is Shock T a requirement? Hold on. I don't think you're missing much. You hate Mace and Shock T. If I ever get Kenobi, it will be when we have nothing else to farm. That's crazy. I mean, I know Mace is required. I'm pretty sure Mace is required at Relic 3. But let me take a look at the full requirements. I don't remember if Shock T is required. Let's see. Shock T's required at Relic 7. Wow. It's been so long, guys. It's hard to remember that. Okay, so you vividly hate Shock T. I don't know why. I think she dies in the deleted scene in the movies. I get it. I get it. You don't like them, so you don't have to work on them. I don't think it's a, you know, in the... Kenobi's a good character. So I'm not going to, like, say, like, I agree with you. But I understand why. That's what I will say. I understand why. I have her just enough for gas. I mean, bro, when you say I have her just enough for gas, I think that's the lowest level possible you can get her. I mean, what is that, Relic 9? That's incredible. You literally have her at the lowest possible thing. Insane. That's actually hilarious. But at least you got gas with that low gear shock. I hope that didn't take you, I hope that didn't take you forever. Shock T dies in every game and movie. Doesn't she get, like, eaten by a bunch of tentacles and Force Lightning in The Force Unleashed? With Starkiller? Doesn't Starkiller go, like, all over her? Okay. Well, okay, Kenobi is not going to be a priority for you. And it's probably for personal reasons, so I'm not going to get into it. But, I'm, like, so distracted. Let's see what you're working on. It looks like Bo-Katan's being worked on. You gotta get OG Bo. IG's almost at 7. Paz is almost at 7. So that's pretty good to have. $957 retries. Galactic Republic Jedi are the worst. The other phase with the droids was way worse for me. Wrong movie, Vex? I know, it's not lore. It's not lore. Accurate portrayal of the scene. You guys know about it when you're doing, like, the... you posted some stuff in Discord? Let's see. That's what I was looking for. Okay, there we go. Currently working on the Dark Side clones. Once they are Relic 9, I am planning on going all in on Hondo and Mommy Mandalore. I skipped some Conquest, and now I feel like I'm missing some of the pieces to easily get into Kyber 1. No Quadme, Ezra, or Luthen yet. Well, I can tell you this. Conquest characters are extremely helpful to get into Kyber 1, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. First things first. You have the most important thing in the game right now. You have the Darkside Raycron. This alone will get you to a very high division. This alone could get you into Kyber 1. But if you're looking for, like, immediate results to get into Kyber 1, obviously I would say off meta. Being able to beat something your opponent can with an easier, more cheap counter is the way to go. So I'm not sure if you follow my GAC videos or if you watch my Great Mother's video. So I do this all the time. I love looking at the Great Mother counter. This could greatly impact you. You don't have Ahsoka, so you're at a disadvantage. If you're able to still defeat Ahsoka without using a GL, you can absolutely do it. So you're definitely going to have to work on her mods a little bit. 305 is a little slow for her to counter the Ezras. So you might want to look into that. But I'm not sure if that's a priority for you. Your Morgan is at... Okay, your Morgan's insanely fast. So that means she's going to be at 380. This is a crazy... That's insane. So your Morgan is really good. You're going to outspeed 380, 379 Ezra's. So what you need to do, I highly recommend it. You have the mods already done for Morgan. You got to bring her up. Make sure she's faster than Morgan. Make her 351. I know that's hard, but very, very tough. Even in Lego Star Wars, she dies. Really? I don't even know that. What's up, El Recon Chesu? I thought she committed suicide after losing the Star Killer. Might be something else. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure she got electrocuted, no? Can anyone tell me why my donation is not showing up on YouTube? I'm a newbie. I don't know. Datacron nearly won me 3 million punch-up. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. So get her to 351? Yeah, so if that means making her slower to make her faster, you got to make sure Great Mothers is at least 1 speed higher than Morgan. This will allow you to defeat Ezra's with Ahsoka, or Ahsoka with Ezra. You're going to have to work on her mods, 100%. She's going to need to go to at least, I think, Relic 7. It just helps you guarantee that one shot. Try to get her to like 9, 10k offense. So I really don't think this is a bad investment. These are the types of things that'll get you into Kyber 1. It's these off-meta counters like this. Next thing. I don't know where your spending is or where you are with the episode pass, but I think you have Queen Amidala, right? Oh, wait, no, you don't have Queen Amidala. Okay, never mind. You said you don't have Queen Amidala. Well, I hope you're doing, or, you know, you're doing some of the proving grounds for them. That's very important. You hate Galactic Republic Jedi, so I'm not going to try with that. She became one with the Force after being thrown into a Sarlacc-like thing and being zapped to the moon. Yeah, that was a pretty cool scene. That was a pretty cool scene. Does Great Mothers counter GL Ahsoka Tano on 5s also? She sure does. 100%. 100%. I have a Great Mother counter video in my, on YouTube that I would definitely highly recommend checking out. I am, but 20 shards at a time is taking a long time. I totally understand. Well, I'm not going to, let's see where you are with the clones. You have Lord Vader already, so at Relic 9, perfect. That's in the right direction. 203 speed, look at you. Very good. Let's take a look at these clones. I mean, you're doing great. You already got your disguised clone trooper. So this is a really good path. I mean, looks like you're getting ready for the Order 66 raid. So you're probably right now very close to getting a very good score. Your Scorch at Relic 9 is going to help you get the 2-man. Hopefully this Underman is still working with these 3. You get 300k here. So you're going to get a pretty good score. So the Order 66 stuff is definitely on the right path. So that's a really good investment. I don't think it's a bad investment to do. But let me see. I think also Relic 9 on those characters are going to help you get to Kyber 1 anyway. Lord Vader with that team is highly dangerous. So I really think that's a good call. What I would do is, hopefully this is a good set. Okay. I was going to say, once you get these clones up and running, you kind of want to get a good Datacron for them. You don't have the Appo one, I don't think. Or do you? No Appo. So I would try, if I were you, without obviously major investments or whaling or anything like that. These are not the best level 7 and 8. You got kind of gypped with this one. So I would try to go for obviously, if you could, a clone Kron with high defense. That will help you. That will help you get to Kyber 1. Datacrons are a big way to get to Kyber 1. So what I would recommend for you, without going for Kenobi, start doing a little bit more on the Datacrons. A little bit more. Try to get a full row of level 9s. All up here. Get to level 9. That can make a huge difference in Kyber 1. compared to Kyber 2. The Datacrons are huge. Also, I love to check the mods. Let's check how many plus 300 speeds you have. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, almost 8 rows of 300 speed. So the mods are there. You have good modding. So really appreciate your modding. That's the way to go. How fast is your Moff Gideon? Guys, look at that. 180 speed Moff Gideon. That's sick. So I don't think mods are your problem. I think you have a good understanding of mods. Perfect. Do I think Kenobi is a mate? Whoa, you made your Luke really slow. Look at that. Luke is the slowest character on the roster because of the leadership. That's incredible. I wonder if that comes into clutch sometimes. ST Animal. That's crazy. Very, very cool. That's so cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Luke at that low speed. I'm not gonna lie. So that's actually very impressive. So the speed on your account is great. I have no complaints about your speed or your modding. It looks like you're doing the right thing with the modding. I'm gonna now check your Datacrons need a little work. That'll say that'll help you get to Kyber 1 easier. The relics of your bounty hunters. I'm always gonna say, if you wanted that advantage in fleet, bump the relic levels to this guy. It's very helpful. Put the 6-stop mods. Absolutely. I really do appreciate this. Like, it just helps. It really does. I don't know how to say it. The relics on Dengar can shut down a negotiator counter. I have a relic 9 Dengar with the full 6-stop mods on my main. I had an opponent in the top 100 try a negotiator counter and failed because of the relic levels. It's very important. Oh man, there's no relic levels on Cad Bane. You're right. That's something you're gonna want to think about. Especially if you're running triple attacker. This is not gonna cut it. It really is not. It's gonna make it a lot easier to beat. If you put the Bosk in there, it opens it up to other counters. And without a Relic 7 or a Relic 9 Dengar, it makes it very tough. So if you don't have a lot of bandwidth, but you want a little bit of a boost in your fleet, I would say get this guy to 7, at least Relic 7, and 6-stop mods. You're not going to regret that. So that's something I highly recommend as well. And then also Mando. Let's see where your Mando is at. Relic 2 is just another one that I would recommend bumping up to at least 7. I think you're going to need him at Relic 7 anyway. I think he's needed for Bo-Katan at Relic 7, so there's no harm with that. You've been using Executor on offense. That is interesting. You don't hear that often. You do not hear that often. So if you have a certain plan with Executor, totally get it. You have a Relic 9 Ben. That's pretty interesting. Whoa, look at that special damage. He's going to hit hard. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my personal recommendations. And look at your ships a little bit. Yeah, he's needed for both, so he's on the list. Very good. With 12 million GP, you should have a Relic Cad Bane. Yeah, I think Relic Cad Bane is still very important. I really do. No matter where you are. I think it's a character you're going to need to have at Relics. I think he's needed for a certain... He's probably needed for Kenobi. Is that what it is? Isn't he needed at Kenobi? Where's Cad Bane? What are you required for? Yeah, he's required for Kenobi. That's why. Might not be bringing Cad Bane because he's a Relic 5. There it is. There it is. I was going to say, like, isn't he, like, needed at Relics for a certain Galactic Legend? Yeah, I get your personal gripe with Kenobi, but that doesn't mean the other characters required for him is bad. I'm just telling you how it is straight up. Like, the relic levels make a difference on fleets, so it's another bump that you can do. LOL, I wouldn't avoid CAD. Yeah, I mean, that's something I would do. You have Executor. I think Executor is at 7-star. Yeah, you have a 7-star Executor. It's only going to help you. I'm just trying to offer advice for help. So, I definitely think that. Obviously, the Datacron farming. So, that's my recommendations for the meantime until you get these Conquest characters unlocked. I mean, obviously, I'm going to give you the... Gotta check if Watt is at Relics. Yes, Watt is at Relic. Nice. Okay, Watt's a great character. But you said you're going to get him up in the near future. Very good. So, from a content creator, from a guy that only wants to help, I would, obviously, somewhere along the line, I'd work on Kenobi. Finish your Dark Side clones. If you're not going to go for Kenobi, probably would skip Ahsoka and go right for the Pirates, personally. I hate to say it, Ahsoka does not seem to be worth the investment right now. Is she a decent team? Yes, she's decent. She's not game-changing. She's so beatable by a lot of teams at the moment. So, to keep up with the bandwagon and what's going on right now, definitely, I'd say start working on the Dark Side clones, which you are, and start working on these Pirates, and work on the new Galactic Legend, because Hondo's going to be needed for a new resource event that could be massive for us. So, that's going to be my recommendation for you. In the meantime, while you're not working on the new event and the new characters, get your Mommy Bow up. I think Mommy Bow is good. Only going to help for your Chirotech crunch as well. Help your guild. She's very good as a character. I've been able to beat Afra this season because of her. So she's really good. And she's got good banner recovery in 5v5. So that means she's going to be very good at getting those 65 banner wins, which I personally love. So, ST Animal, that's going to be your review for now. I hope you enjoyed it. That's just the best advice I'm going to give for you at the moment. I hope it's helpful. Thank you for supporting me as always. If you really hate Kenobi Cat, should be Relic 9. That's a fair point. Are we still on members? I passed out. Yes, Pro Waffle, we are. We have a lot of channel members. Okay. So that is ST Animal. We are now going to go on to... Okay, we have a couple... It's 10:40. I want to get through at least a remainder of the channel members. A majority of... So I'm going to see if they're still here. Is Dovid still here? Is Fam or Dovid still here? I think Dovid is still here. Just want to make sure. Okay, Dovid. We're going to go with Dovid. Sans Horns, you are a channel member. I need your ally code. I do not have your ally code. And when you post it in the chat, you got to post it with an X because I have not seen it. That's, I've been trying to find your ally code. I can't get it. Okay. So next up is Dovid. And I'm not sure if Dovid made any comments in the Discord. They did. Was deciding between going for Jabba or Leia as my first GL. Recently came to terms that I'll be going for Leia first, as I'm closer with the character sharding. Just finished getting Hermit Yoda to 7-star, and I'm a gear piece away from relicking him and unlock Jedi Knight Luke. Once the next Executor event comes, I'll get it to 7-star. Do you see anything I should change? Let's take a look. Sans, if you're having trouble posting your ally code, just join my Discord and post it there so I can do your review. You're saying you're on my main account? Maybe I'll check my main account. That's where I'll get it. But Dovid's plan is going for Leia first. Hold on. What did I just do? Okay, so they're almost at 5 million galactic power. They have Battlegrounds unlocked, which is good for them because they can start catching up on these Conquest characters. In terms of ships, they said they're close to 7-star Executor. Let's see the Punishing One. 7-star Punishing One. Very nice. I'd like to see that. Very, very cool. Just finished Hermit Yoda. So you want to know if you should do anything different. I think for where you are right now, I think Leia seems to be the way to go. I think you have Captain Rex already up and running. You have, I think, Han and Chewie requirements, or one of them is. It's not Han. Where is it? Where's Leia? R2-D2. Where's your R2? Let's look at Rebels. Okay, you have R2 at the moment, so he's a legendary character. You got to get R2 up and running, which is not a problem. Akbar. Admiral Akbar. Okay, I wouldn't work on him yet, but he's required. We got Lando. Lando is already there, pretty much. You got to bump him up to Relic 5. Captain Han Solo. I know he's a little bit of annoying to gear. Where's your Captain Han? Alright, you have Captain Han at Relic 5. Very nice. We have... Let's go back to Rebels. Rebel Officer Leia Organa is annoying. But you already have it done. So no complaints there. Let's go check your Ewoks. So Ewoks, you're going to need Nisa. So you got the hard part over with. Or from like the character shards, which is pretty annoying. So that's a great plus. Your Chirpa is just needing to go to relics and getting some couple levels there. I think I saw Commander Luke was up and running. Very nice. Commander Luke is up and running. Drogon. Where is Drogon? Alright, he's a fast farm because he's Cantina, and he's a very good character, so that's not a problem. I think that Leia is not a bad first GL to go for. I mean, you have Rebel Officer Leia Organa already. That's very hard to do. It's not an easy farm. Scout Trooper is a long farm because it's a fleet node. Let's see. Where's your Scout Trooper? Okay, that's going to take you a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Because that's a fleet shard. So you got to make sure you do some investments there as well. But I think that for where you are currently in the game, I don't think there's anything else right now that's closer. I mean, you have Bad Batch up and running. I'm not sure if that's from the Lightspeed bundle. But that's one step closer to Lord Vader. But I think this roster, what you've been doing is you have like a lot. I think you got to just set focus on certain things. Like right now, your focus is Leia. Just work on Leia. Make sure you get her character shards done. Make sure you get her relics up and running. It's going to be helpful. So don't try to steer off the path really quick. Obviously, you have two important things. You have your 7-star Executor, which is going to help you. I want to double check if you're taking top 5. Okay. You're taking top 10. I hope maybe it's not your climbing. No Lightspeed bundles, free to play. Good for you. Good for you. If you did work on the Bad Batch, I hope you have this up and running, which it looks like you do. So that makes me happy. Do you have Endurance? I mean, I like this a lot. I think this is a great idea. You have your Executor for defense, and then you can off-meta with your Negotiator or Endurance on offense. So I absolutely think that's a brilliant plan. That's currently what I'm doing. So you have an Endurance counter up and running. I don't know if you're Anakin, not at Relics yet, but still, it's still an off-meta that you could use. Let's look at your Galactic Republic fleet. 1, 2. You obviously got to bump up the relic levels a little bit here, but you have Anakin, you got Plo, you got the BTL Y-Wing. It looks like you're kind of working towards the Lord Vader a little bit, not going to lie here. So, this might sound a little controversial, but if you're trying to make big ground into this game and really, go for a big curveball, you might want to do Leia and then maybe Lord Vader. I mean, you already have the Bad Batch up and running. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need. That's extremely hard. You got to think about, though, is your General Skywalker. What are your Separatists at? So you're going to have to put a little bit of investment here. Not the end of the world. They don't require Chirotech. So you're going to have to get your Asajj up and running, your B2, and you're going to have to work on B1. That's going to be a little bit annoying. But this is not the worst account to go for Lord Vader next. I'm going to be honest. I'd say finish Leia. You got majority of the work done. It's a little bit more work. A little bit. You're almost at the finish line. It's going to take you a little bit of time. After that, you've already put all this effort into Bad Batch. You got the 7-star BTL Y-Wing. You might as well just go for that Lord Vader. I don't think that's a bad idea. Bad Batch isn't free to play. The old one is kind of free to play. They're double drop. They're free to play. The new one isn't. And you don't even need Omega. I run 4 Bad Batch with Captain Rex if needed. So Leia into Lord Vader. What about Jabba? So Jabba's good, but I want to know, what is your priority with the new raid? Do you have any sort of, you want to work on this raid at all, or score a little bit with your guild? Because I see you have a 5-star Gear 11 Apo. That works for the Lord Vader team. What's up, WDS Fuentes? They're actually a free-to-play player. They don't get Lightspeed bundles, so that's something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. But we can take a look at your Jabba really quick. I mean, Jabba is obviously very good for the event. You're actively farming Apo and CX2. I mean, if you're gonna go for Jabba, you're gonna already have Leia done because of the Bouch Leia, because of GL Leia. But you're gonna need I think your Outrider is close to 7-star, right? Let's check your Outrider. You almost have Outrider to 7-star. Nightmare, what's going on, brother? How's your week going? It's going good. I got a little break from GAC, but I miss it already. Always appreciate you coming in, Nightmare. Absolutely love your support. Gonna bump Tarkin and Relics. He is a Relic 7 requirement somewhere. Yes. I think he's needed for Sidious. I'm pretty sure he's needed for Sith Eternal. Let me just double check that. Yep, he's needed for Sith Eternal at Relic 3. And I think he's needed for Lord Vader at Relic 7 too. So Tarkin is not a bad... I mean, a lot of players get stuck on Jabba because of Outrider at 7. But you already have it at 6 stars, so you're getting all the hard stuff done. I mean, let's take a look. Let's see how close you are. Oh, HUD Cartel. Where's the HUD Cartel? Oh, that's right. It's ships. Okay, so... he's at 2-star, but he'll go quickly because he's Cantina. I guess Jabba is not a terrible second choice. It's not. You already have a lot of the hard part done, so maybe Jabba might not be the worst thing. Been farming up Outrider and Scout from Fleet Energy. I could see that. I mean, you're doing a great job getting that fleet up and running. I mean, the Outrider is very hard to get. How is your Han Solo looking? I mean, this Jabba might be your second one. Honestly. Han Solo, relegate. I mean, you already have a relegate Han Solo. Hey, Bolter's in chat. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's going on, brother? I'm glad you're still playing the game. I saw you in first in my squad arena, so I'm happy you're playing the game still. I thought you stopped playing, so always appreciate you, Bolter. Always. Jabba is really good for the mod event. You're right. Okay, I take back what I said. I think what I would do if I were you, Leia, Jabba, Lord Vader. Personally. That's only because you're closer than I thought you would be. This is a double requirement. Tarkin is a requirement for Lord Vader. The only reason is you already have the Bad Batch up and running. Like, and you already are working on the clones. But what you really need to do is stay focused on one farm at a time. Because I feel like you're a little bit all over the place. A little bit. So definitely finish your Leia. Finish your Jabba. Start working on your Lord Vader. It came back for now, buddy. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I always appreciate playing with you. It's good to have you back. Jabba is always the best option. Jabba is very good, but Leia is also very good in a lot of game modes. I mean, she could take out more GLs on offense than Jabba. She's pretty good on defense in the CeeLo. She's good at the battlegrounds as well, or player grounds. Oh, is it battlegrounds? Proving grounds. Proving grounds. I always mess that up with the game. So, if you get Leia and Jabba as your first two GLs, you're going to have access to 2 events, exclusive events, that are very good for your resource management. So, when I first started working towards Jedi Knight Luke, I wanted to get the CLS team up and running at their GL requirement levels so they would be functional all around. Alright, I get that. I get that. I think for you, get your first Galactic Legend. You're already at almost at 5 million Galactic power. Very important. Leia can pretty much 3-star the entire Proving Grounds, which would be great for me. Exactly. So, I think this is the right idea for you. I think Leia. Definitely Leia. Jabba, Lord Vader. You already have your Executor. You're getting, hopefully top 5 in Fleet Arena. But if I were you, that'd be my path. Because just based off of what you're close with, that's the best you're gonna go with how close you are. Leia, Jabba, Lord Vader. You already have the Bad Batch up and running. That's what I would recommend for you, Dovid. So, I hope you enjoyed your review. You obviously have a lot of progress to make in this game. You're still very early on in your journey, so I think you're going to be really, really good. But definitely start getting those GLs. You're going to get the 2 most important ones for your resources right away. That's great. More implying there are GLs she can't defeat. Is there a GL she can't beat? She could beat every GL. No, she could beat everything. Leia's the best Galactic Legend in the game. 100%. I had a friend say he used your Balin video to unlock. Said you made it pretty easy for him. Well done. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy, Nightmare. It feels like forever ago. I didn't even have my new webcam back then. The quality was probably so bad. But I'm happy it helped. Of course. Mods are not bad, but Jabba will be great. Yeah. Love the guild name. I didn't even notice this before. Ewoks ate my popsicles? Damn. That's probably one of the best names I've seen. Alright. It's getting a little late, so I gotta start reviewing some of these other accounts. Okay. We're gonna move Dovid. Okay. So we're gonna have a couple more. We have, I have a list. I'm just trying to get everyone that's here. We're gonna have to do another roster review stream on the weekend, or whatever time. So, we're gonna do... Sparker. Is Sparker in here? And trust me, don't worry. I'm not going to go to sleep yet until we get through Sparker, Farmstar, Sans Harn, Sam. I just got to move a little bit quicker. Diane Thomas. That is a name that was on the list as well. Diana, I have you from last time. We got to get to Diana as well. It's going to be... I got to cut it off at some point, guys. So I might got to move a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. But, okay. We got Sparker. But Diana Thomas, it's good to see you. Okay, let me go... situate this really quick. Do I have Sparker's ally code? I do. Okay. Can I get a roster roast instead of review? Maybe, Nightmare. We could do that. Great guild, highly recommend. Pretty much been in it since I started playing a bit over a year and a half ago. Very nice. I love the name of that guild. Cole, what's going on? Not sure if you can get to me tonight, but I gotta go to bed. My Discord name is Cole. Can you still review me even if I'm not here? Cole, there's a little bit of a list, honestly, with it they're all channel members, so I gotta prioritize them. It's probably not gonna happen tonight, unfortunately. So I have to prioritize channel members. If I ever have the time to do non-channel members, I'll definitely get to you. But we got Sparker Ho from Great Value Wookiees. And it looks like they are an SLKR Rush. Look at this. It looks like a very new account. I mean, this is... Sparker, correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like a Lightspeed Bundle account, if I'm not mistaken. So... anytime, Cole. I'll definitely... I think I have you on my... Do I have you on this list? I'll get you on the Discord. Have a good one, Nicole. I never know when to catch you. Mine will probably be more of a roast as it happens. I'm not going to roast it. I'll have some fun with it. But this is a brand new account. Only the $10 BB-8 one. Very impressive. This is insanely efficient. So, this is great. They have a GL at 2 million galactic power. Only got a $10 Lightspeed bundle. Very, very impressive. So, can't go wrong there. Question is, what are you going to work on next? I see you have Grand Inquisitor as well. That's incredible. 2 Omicrons. Big TW guy. Like, this is a very interesting path. This might be the first time I've seen an SLKR rush into Inquisitors. So, I'm not sure exactly why you went into Grand Inquisitor second. Maybe you like the character. But it's interesting. Question is, what do you want to work on next? Just got him. Damn. I don't think Vex has it in him to be mean. I can. I'm just not a mean guy by nature. Call me soft, I guess. Looks like the Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed Bundle too. I don't know if they got the Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed Bundle. I don't know. I think they said the only Lightspeed Bundle they got was the BB-8. As long as you get fries with that. I think I faced this account in GAC a couple weeks ago. That's crazy. What division? Carbonite 2. Damn. Well, okay. What I'm going to recommend for this account is, hey, you have a GL already. I mean, that's impressive. 2 million galactic power a GL. That's insanely efficient. I was thinking maybe Darth Revan mainly focusing on religion Grand Inquisitor. Focusing on religion Grand Inquisitor. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But, and for me personally, I have to recommend this, and you might not like it. It might not be your favorite thing in the world, but ships, and I know that's going to suck. I know you have a first order fleet, and there's not a crazy investment into fleet, but the problem is your fleet arena rank is not going to help you with your income. And Grand Arena is very difficult to rely on for your crystal income early game, because I've been experiencing it. You're going to be facing accounts that are massive and that you just cannot compete with. Having a GL is huge for you. It's going to help you win some of those early matches, but you're going to get gated by these accounts that have 5 GLs, and it's going to be very hard. But this is an endless crystal resource that's going to help you. I also see that you got the focused Datacron for this as well. I mean, very, very impressive for an early roster. I mean, you're at 2 million galactic power. You have a relic. You have a level 9 freaking Datacron? That's crazy. But you have Sidious. You don't have Sidious, so I guess you were using that for your Kylo before. Me personally, Sparker, if I were you, you gotta start thinking about your crystal income. Having a fleet meta will game change that for you. The finalizer fleet will just not cut it. It's not going to get you very high, especially with punishing one. It's very hard to beat executors with punishing one. If I were you, I would start working on your executor. You already got Bosk. You got your Boba Fett. There's going to be a couple of other things you're going to have to work on. You're going to have to get your Dengar up and running, I think. But you have it 7-star. The good thing is that these characters don't require Chirotech until Gear 12. So, if I were you, you got to start working on... You got your first GL. Now you got to start getting your first GL fleet. And the first GL fleet that I'm going to recommend for you is going to be Executor. You got to work on this guy. Yes, he's a hard node. He's double drop farmable. It's going to be quick if you do your refreshes. It'll be worth it. You want to get your roster into the top 10 of Fleet Arena. Now, I don't know what your Fleet Arena looks like now. I'm not sure if you're seeing a bunch of Executors already. If you're seeing Throns or Chimera, like Tarkins or anything like that. Negotiator, Lightspeed bundles. Executor is going to help you get through that. I think once you get your first GL, you got to have a GL meta fleet. I personally started my free-to-play account with Endurance as a off-meta to combat the Executors. You're not on that path where you're not close to the Bad Batch where that's really where you want to go. So I'm doing a Lord Vader rush on my free-to-play account, so I was like, I'm going to counter Executors with Endurance. That's why I went with the way I did. You already have Kylo. You went with Grand Inquisitors. You're not anywhere close to anything else at the moment. So I'm going to say you need to focus on Executor. That's going to be a big plus for you. It's going to help you with your Fleet Arena income, your crystals, and your Zetas. So the biggest thing I'm going to say to you is Executor, Executor, Executor. I don't know if you can afford... You already have Punishing One at 3 stars. It can still perform. You might want to slowly start working on this ship as well. It will not disappoint you. But nothing is going to stop you from getting 400 crystals a day and 1,800 currency for your Zetas. It's huge in the long run. 400 times 7. 7 days a week, 400 crystals. It's a game changer. It's a lot better than having 0. Also have CLS, but he's crazy low. CLS is good. CLS is a good character to have. He's needed for a bunch of GLs. But you have 1, 2... He's not going to perform as good without this guy up and running. You do have Chewbacca. Chewbacca's great. But the full team is going to be Luke, Han, Chewie, C-3PO, and 3PO, which he's a little bit of away. He's a little bit away. You can obviously slot in R2 there. But gearing this team up is not going to change anything for you at the moment. Will it be nice in some Grand Arena rounds? It's not going to make you climb all the way up in Grand Arena. Absolutely not. The best thing for you to do right now is get a Galactic Legend fleet up and running. I think that's the biggest thing. Even the modding is not something to look at the moment because you're still a very young account. Obviously, I'm not expecting you to have god tier mods as long as you're putting some investment towards them. Like, obviously, I understand you're not going to have crazy mods and everything. Your Kylo mods look great. I'm a fan. 148. I would change that to critical damage, though. I would change that to offense. So that's something I would definitely change, because he's a GL, he needs good mods. This needs to be a speed with offense, that needs to be a speed with critical damage. That I would do whenever you can. So, besides that, modding is not going to be as crucial for you at this stage. Mods are important for all-around game, but you don't need to go super sweaty on them at this moment. Just try to get a large quantity of mods that you could spread out to your roster. But please, please, please work on your fleet. I really think this is going to be very important for you. So, Sparker, I hope you enjoyed your review, but I have to just go and say, get your GL meta fleet up and running. It's going to be the best thing for you. And if you're still a channel member, I'd love to see your account in a month from now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Still having SLKR and GI is crazy. Yeah, I agree. That's crazy. Vex, have you tested the 99% Leviathan counter at all? Will it change how you set fleets in the top 50? Great question, Nightmare. I have not tested it yet. I'm leaving a window open for this weekend where I can finally sit down and do it. I've been grinding TB, grinding Conquest on 2 or 3 accounts. So, really haven't had the time. But once it slows down, Nightmare, I'm going to test it out, and it will change how I set my fleet. 100%. Thanks, I gotta go anyways. Awesome, Sparker. I hope you enjoyed. What's up, Born Again? Quick question. Are the Zetas important on Night Trooper and Death Trooper Peridia? Let's take a look. I think for the event, you're going to need them. I remember doing the event, and I needed at least one. I forgot which one it was. Let me just double check really quick. Looks like they got 2. It's nice to have. I think they're good. Am I going to say they're game breaking? No. But like, if you have the bandwidth, I think you're going to need them for the event. I tested a little, haven't dropped yet. I'm excited to try it out, honestly. I really want to try it out. Okay, do we have Farmstar in the chat? Is Farmstar here? Because I gotta get going to sleep soon. Alright, we got Farmstar. Very cool. We gotta do, I think we're gonna do 3 more today, guys. 3 more, and then I gotta call, like, or 3 or 4 more. Because I gotta, it's getting a little late for me. Oh, it's already the next freaking day. Okay. Okay, we got Farmstar. 1 million legacy score. Okay, this player's good. Wait a minute, this player's insane. From TC Notorious Separatist. I'm not sure if you left anything in my Discord to talk about. Let me double check. Roster reviews. Well, I mean, this... I gotta admit, if you're at 1 million legacy score, you're a very good player. And you've been playing for a while, so... This player's good. 13.6. All the GLs. Has the new mace. They're not missing a thing. Not missing a single thing. They got Captain Ethano at a 6-star, but it's not the end of the world. It was on my super chat, working on Depa and Great Mother mods, trying to max. Trying to get R8 on the TB. Gotcha. Recruit this guy to MDL. I agree. This is quite an account. So you wanted me to look at your Depa and your Great Mother mods. Well, I'll definitely look at your Great Mother because I would love to help you out here. Okay. So this. Highly recommend we work on this. That means moving mods around. It's important. This, I'm not exaggerating with you guys. I think with the addition of Ray's Focus Datacron, Queen Amidala support Kron, and this right here, this team is the sole reason why I've been able to climb from around rank 500 to the top 50. Now, I'm not anywhere, like, I'm not top 25. I literally hit rank 50. This team has changed the game for me. It allows me to set a stronger defense and able to beat a GL level team with ease. These group of witches, you want to at least 340 speed. You got to bump these up. You're going to need like 24, 25, 25, 24, 23. You're going to need fast secondaries. It's unfortunate. But if you face a fast Ezra, you're not going to regret it. I have her modded for offense on the primaries. It's just coincidental because I had those sets. But her damage actually ramps up pretty high. She hits 3 times in this ability, which is crazy. Hits special damage 3 times to all enemies. That's massive, massive damage. So she's a pretty good damage dealer for support. You already have the Omicron on Morgan. She needs a whole model overall. She needs a speed set. She needs to be... If Great Mothers are at 341, Morgan's at 340. Yeah, Nightmare, I'm going to say 341, 340 for both of them, with Great Mothers being faster. I've been getting trashed on slices. Yeah, she's getting all my mod stuff right now. I'm going to try for 350-ish if I can. 350-ish would almost guarantee you outspeed almost every Ezra in the game. So that's a very good fast set. It's a game changer. So she needs a speed set. I know you're working on that. That's massive. Your spirit. Me personally, you got to throw 6-stop mods. You got to throw on an offense set with either a health or critical chance secondaries. I don't even think you need critical chance. Probably health is fine. You got to throw this on. You got to throw accuracy on this. The Relic 9 Ezras will stop you. If you cannot hit him, the damage is useless. The 30% accuracy with speed secondaries is nice. Critical damage here, 6-stop mod this. Offense is great. But you got to put offense set 100%. And I'm also going to recommend Relic 7 at the minimum. You got to make sure she has enough damage. I like a, 9k. 9k at least. 10k is preferred, but 9k will do it. She also ignores defense. So those defense crons, she ignores armor. Those defense crons will not do crap. As long as she has high critical damage, she's going to get 100% offense and ignores armor. That is huge. Huge, huge, huge. So you will not regret bumping her up. Haven't gotten a decent accuracy hour yet. I don't blame you. Those are hard to come by. Do you think Relicking Spirit higher would be good? Absolutely. I think Relic 7 at the minimum. Because at Relic 5, it might not be enough. It really might not be enough. Not a bad character to get up and running, by the way. If you Relic 7 Spirit, there's a special mission in TV that she could be used for. I know you already have these guys up and running, but if you didn't, you could use her instead of, Death Trooper Peridia for another mission. So the Relic 7 is not a bad investment. At least it's going towards something. Grand Arena and Territory Battle for the Great Mother Special Mission. Or the Marin one. So it's not a bad investment. It's not a wasted resource. I'll take her and Morgan the Relic 8. Totally get that. I don't think it's needed. I don't think Morgan is needed at Relic 8. Spirit, I would say absolutely go ahead, do it. I have my Spirit at Relic 8. The most important thing for you is the modding. You have to make her faster. 100%. She needs to be at least 340, 341. She needs to be 1 speed higher than Morgan. That's the most important 2 things about the counter. Night Trooper, I was recommending 270. I like plus a plus 100 offense set is not the end of the world. Not needed. Just makes it a little bit easier. The Omicron is extremely, extremely helpful if you have slower speeds on the side because of the Frenzy. This gives them that bonus turn meter. So, with the Omicron attached, these speeds don't matter nearly as much. Like, these aren't the greatest mods. No offense. They're offense sets. But I still think you can pull it off with this. You just need to make sure you get the Frenzy off, you get the turn order right. So if you haven't watched my Great Mother video on how to counter Ahsoka, I highly recommend it. I have all the modding details in the videos and the format, the strategy. But just going off of what I'm seeing here, I would say these two need a mod change. She needs to go up. She needs a mod change as well. She got to put offense. And that's going to literally give you a awesome Ahsoka counter. So that's what I'm going to recommend for that. You're trying to max R8 in TB. R8. So you're trying to get all the R8s? I mean, you have quite a bit. Who needs to be faster? My Morgan is 360 something. Great Mothers need to be the fastest. She's going to remove the buff with the Tornado. Call Spirit to assist. Then you're going to have Morgan do the Mass Swarm on the side. It's very important. And has not failed me. Ever since I've changed the modding, it has not failed me. Yeah, I'm close as it is. I'm mainly missing Wookiees and Phoenix. Oh, the special missions. The special missions. Okay. So that means you're going to need a Rebel Fighter team at 7, right? That's one of the planets. So Saw is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you have enough for the Saw. Night Sisters you have. Inquisitors, I think, need to be relegate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have Inquisitors. I think there's a isn't there a Smuggler one? I know there's definitely a Phoenix one. So that's going to take you a little bit of time. Of course, Nightmare. Perfect. So if you're missing Phoenix and Wookiees, hey, like, you're a good guild player. If that's one of your goals, if you enjoy TB, very cool. Relic 9 Clone Wars Chewbacca. Wow. Relic 9 Clone Wars Chewbacca. Farmstar, you animal. Very, very cool. Tarful might be helpful for that special mission, by the way. Young Han and Kira, that's what it is. Young Han, where are you? 6, 5. Okay. So, I think you're not missing much. You're an awesome guildmate. I think that you're on the right path there. So, you're a good guild player. You have a lot going on for you. Actually, I really hate TB. I'm just really out of things to do, so I just need something to do or I'll get bored. Ah. Well, that stinks. Me personally, I have so much freaking time to do on the 3 accounts that I feel like I can't get bored. But I understand. I mean, you have a lot. You have You're not missing much. I mean, if you're trying to get a little bit of boost in Grand Arena, I'd bring her up to Relic 9. I'd bring Leia to Relic 9. I'd bring Balin to 9. I mean, you're extremely endgame. I'm just telling you what I would do, personally. I like Balin 9. I like Third Sister 9. She's a tank. You have an account bigger than this? That's crazy. Depa Balaba. These look pretty good to me. I would change this, though, 100% to critical damage. I know you were talking about Depa Balaba, I think. 6 dot. Change this to a critical damage, 100%. Yeah, Ray and Leia are going to go up post-Hondo. I hear you. And yeah, MDL would be a great fit. Absolutely. This is a great account. Relic 9 Revan. So, yeah, Farmstar, that's going to be my recommendation for you. You have an incredible roster. Your Datacron farming is adequate. You're not missing a lot. You're not a crazy Kraken that has everything, but you're doing great. Alright, I'm going to quickly peep your other account before we move on. I mean, I didn't realize you had a second account. I mean, I have 2 accounts as well. Damn. Your bigger account is lower? Your bigger account is Kyber 2? That's crazy. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Your other account is High Kyber 1. That's pretty cool. Farmstar, you are pretty good shape. I'm sorry you're bored with the game and we want other things to do, but I play this one free to play. Other one I spend. That's pretty much what I do. I pretty much do the same exact thing, Farmstar. Very similar to me. But that's going to be my recommendation for you. Thank you again for the donation and your support. And hopefully, maybe one day we could face each other. We're probably in the same neck of the woods, honestly. Okay, we got a couple more left, and I gotta go. This one has way better mods. Ah, I hear ya. Yeah, my main account has way better than my alt account. My alt accounts are trash. The next review is going to be Sans Harness. Sans, are you here? I know you've been typing in chat all day. So, I would love to do your review. You're one of the two I'd really like to face in GAC. I would love to hear the other one. Who's the other one? Is it Sanjita? Is it Calvin? Is it Arnold? Alright, Sans Harness is here. Two questions. What do you think about Bane versus Darkseid Ray and SOKR, and Balin, Dad Bod Bobacron versus JMK, and ooh, that's an interesting thought. Interesting thought. Let's take a look. See. Whoops. All right. This player is apparently on my main account list, so that's pretty cool. Sanjita. Ah, I gotcha. I'd like to face Sanjita too one day. I remember watching him when I was not even doing content creation, so. I hope we get to face one day, Farmstar. That'd be fun. Alright. Mighty Chlorians. I have definitely seen this guild all over. So, and this player is almost at 1 million legacy score. So, they're very good. Very good player. 13.4 million galactic power. Their questions for me is, what do I think about Bane versus SLKR? I think in 3v3, I've only lost one time. And I didn't have the mod, or the Datacron that I needed. In 3v3, I did not lose with Bane and Malik using the Zalbar Focus Datacron. Which, unfortunately, you don't have. Unfortunately. The thing that sucks is it's not going to be here forever. So, if I were you, I know it's risky. I've heard of players using this with Bane and Malik. Bane with Darkseid Ray? Wait, Bane with Darkseid Ray? That's incredible. I must have misread that. You want me to say, what do I think of Bane and Darkseid Ray versus Kylo? That's very interesting. I don't know how. That's crazy. You'd have to be a mad lad to try that, but would she lose enough max health on his turn to die, though? I never even thought about doing that. That's kind of big brain. That's that is a wild combo. I never even thought of doing that. She is a Sith. Yeah, you mean that? Need a video. Yeah, I mean, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna go here for a second. I still have your review up. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere. But now I'm curious. You want to try it on 5v5? This is interesting. I never even thought about it. I always thought about putting Kylo on defense, no? Also, you were asking about Balin with Dadbod, Bobacron versus JMK. As long as they have a version of Ahsoka, I don't see that being a problem. Look at all this I gotta do. Alright, you're curious, right? Hey, JM just became a Knight of X. Thank you for coming, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, brother. Alright. I do want to try this in 5v5, but this is interesting. The thing is, I don't know if she's going to go down. And this might be too... Oh. Let's see. Potential, maybe? We don't have any Omicrons turned on, but neither do they. That has potential. Why not? That's an interesting thought. I'm not going to forget that, Sans. So, that's pretty cool. Bane with Omi should go first. No? Yes, he should. Gets bonus turn. So, your two questions was the first one was Boba Fett, Son of Django. I think that, yes, Balin should be able to get through Kenobi because of the ignore protection. They get protection up. That doesn't matter if they can hit under protection. As long as Cat is on the battlefield, it should win. The thing is, I've been seeing players use Ezra with Kenobi. That could shut down Balin. Not gonna lie. So you gotta keep an eye on that. You gotta really keep an eye. But I think if they don't have Ezra, Balin with... I don't even know if you need the Boba Fett Son of Django Kron. I don't even know if you would. Obviously, the stats are very good. Even if you throw in Hondo and Kira, I still think you should be fine. Check your Great Mother mods. Will do. Okay. Whoa. I like that a lot. 384 offense and offense. I mean, these are better than mine. I'm not gonna lie to you. These are great. So, yeah. 100%. You're gonna be doing a lot of damage. I think that's a great call. Morgan. 353. So let me go back. 353. 354. You couldn't have asked for a better two. You could not have asked for a better two mod sets. That means that any Ezra at 380 or lower, 382, is going to get outsped. Because you have the correct modding. Because they get the plus 30 speed from the leadership. So you could not have asked for a better setup. Your primaries are protection. That's just a bonus. These are literally amazing. I'm extremely jealous, honestly. I think you have better mods than me. Your spirit. Accuracy is good. I know the secondary speeds are going to be hard to find because you're not going to have a lot of accuracy arrows, so I'm not going to fault you for that. Critical damage is great. That has high defense. Damn. Offense with health secondary is perfect. 6% offense. 6% offense. Look at that. These are great. I have nothing. Look at that. Over 11k offense. You have amazing Great Mothers mods. Amazing. This is one of the best modded Great Mothers teams I've seen, honestly. I mean, obviously that accuracy arrow could be better, but it's not going to affect anything. Your Night Trooper. Plus the 270 threshold. Fine. You have some damage? Perfect. Death Trooper Peridia. Even faster. This is the type of set where you might not even need the Morgan Omicron, but the Morgan Omicron is just very helpful. You have it. I mean, I do think you have enough damage on your Spirit. 100%. This is a really good Great Mother team. I think this is what you should be going for. Your Great Mother's team are better than mine. If you go on my main account, you're not going to see my Great Mother's team as fast as this or as good modded. So, you should 100% be taking out Ahsoka with Ezra. 100%. Let me catch up with chat. What's up, Tiny Bubbles? Good to see you. JML with Hermit, Datacron, and Ezra. I've seen that combo. I've seen JMK with Ezra as well. Hope CG makes that Boba-Cron and Omicron for Fennec. Such a fun duo. I agree. Boba Fett, Sino Django never really got the love he deserved for a Conquest character. So I think that'd be really good Omicron for Fennec. I agree, Athro. 100%. What about Datacron 5's Datacron? Let's take a look. 5s. Whoa. Well, that's a lot of critical damage. So, if you're using 5s for Gas Team, this is good. I like this a lot. Because Gas does really well with critical damage. This might absolutely nuke a lot of players. So, I like it. If you're using 5s for a Kylo counter against Darkseid Rey without a focused Datacron, I would recommend defense stats. I know that doesn't help with the true damage, but that'll help for... Oh, for Great Mothers. Yes. I almost can guarantee you, if everything goes correctly for you, and you're up against Ezra and it's Spirit's turn and the hit lands, he's gonna get one shot. Guarantee it. That's an incredible amount of critical damage. And the ramping offense, you're going to be able to get through the Wat Tambor's variants easily. Your Spirit's going to be ramping her offense with the level 3. The critical damage is the only thing she needs. So it's just absolutely insane. Yes, this is an absolutely phenomenal Datacron for Great Mothers. Does Great Mothers beat Kenobi and GAC thinking about the anti-insta? I don't... It depends. It depends. You're going to have to put the Blessed on Morgan. Because Cat's going to one-shot. That's the problem, tryhard. It can happen. With the old Datacron set, it used to happen. But yeah, Sans, I mean... You are looking in really good shape. I'm not going to lie to you. I think your opponent is going to have to scout you to see how they're going to stop that. Because if your opponent has not the Hermit Yoda. If your opponent has the Jawa-focused Datacron or the Hera Syndulla-focused Datacron, that's the only thing you have to be concerned about. That's the only thing that's going to shut down Ahsoka with Great Mothers. So please keep an eye that if your opponent has that 25% turn meter or the Jawa turn meter gain Kron on the Ahsoka team, it's going to stop your Great Mothers because they're going to get too much turn meter and stop your momentum. So that's the only thing I'm going to recommend. Otherwise, your roster's insane. We're probably going to be facing one day. I have a feeling. Like, you are 3-8-6-2. We could easily match one day. So that'd be pretty fun. But I hope you enjoyed your review. Not a lot to roast about it. It's pretty nasty. So, nasty in a good way. So I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for becoming a channel member. Okay, the next review is going to be Sam. Is Sam in chat? And if after Sam we have Diana. I lost 6 games in a row. Yeah, 3v3 can be tough, Sans. I honestly got the lucky end of the stick. I won 6 in a row, so I'm probably going to have a really hard, season, so. But yeah, no, anytime for your review. I appreciate it. All right, Sam Fox, or Vox, my bad. Time for your review. Okay. This guild looks familiar. I just lost to someone in this from this guild my last match. ANZGC. Very good guild. All around, very good. Their name, ANZGC Samo Budo. We're too close to top 50. Oh, it's going to be brutal, Sans. It's going to be brutal. All right, so Sam is up. I want to see if they said anything. They just said their ally code. Okay. Kyber 1, 3788. Very high. Very good. Leviathan, they're not going to be missing much. 13.3. Has all the GLs. I just want to check the lower half to see if they're missing anything. Nope, they're just got to get their Bad Batch up and running. They have their Athano to 6-star, so kind of similar to me. Probably going to get the Bad Batch up and running. If you do, they're good for the raid. I mean, obviously they were nerfed a little bit, but they're still very good. But, I got screwed with error time chain, so I underinvested on Athano, expecting a few freebies. Yep. CG kind of screwed us over there. Not gonna lie, kind of screwed us over. Unfortunate. But your roster looks incredible. You're not missing much. Prepping for Dark Side clones nerf buy to get Tarkin or Relic 9, or should I go back? You know what? It's a very tough situation because I don't know what TG's planning to do. And I feel like if I recommended you to do something without, absolutely knowing what's going to happen, I think it's bad. Me personally, I think taking the clones to Relic 9 anyway is not a bad idea. You already did. So, disregard that. They're already up and running. Tarkin to Relic 9, I did. I personally did it. He's a fleet commander. He has a 3v3 GAC Omicron. His viability is going to be different once the Sidiouscron goes away. So I do not want to just fully say it's bad of an Omicron because it's just heavily skewed towards being soloed by Sidious. So I don't think Relic 9 on Tarkin is a bad thing. He's actually a pretty good character now. He's good in the raid. I think no matter what, even if they do nerf the raid, you're probably going to need a full clone team anyway with Tarkin, so I don't think bringing him up to Relic 9 is a bad thing. Your modding, I'm very curious about you. An offense set. That's interesting. So he's going to be hitting pretty hard. Over almost at 11k. That's impressive. If you bring him to a Relic 9, he's definitely going to be 11k. So, offense is interesting. Is getting the Enoch crew worth it to 9 for the mats? I think I remember my guild telling me, and they did the math, it takes an extremely long time to get the return of investment on the Peridia guys. I did it because I had enough in my inventory to spare, but I'm not going to say it's 100% essential. I did it for the assault battle, but I think they said it's like 2 or 3 years of return of investment, I think, or something like that. So, we'll have to see if this, what happens to that event in 2 or 3 years' time. I don't know the exact date, but I know it's a long time to get the return of investment. So, it's all dependent on where you are in the game. Right now, there are characters that I'm seeing that you could bring to Relic 9 for that little boost. You may not think it. Rey is a candidate for Relic 9. Rey and JML, 100%. Rey is a defensive staple in this game. She has won me Grand Arenas numerous times. I can't even count how many Grand Arenas that Rey has solo won for me. That it's just huge. JML, the extra protection, makes him a beast. It helps me counter the Lord Vader clone team now, even with the Datacron. So it's another very good Relic 9 to have. I see you got all of them to Relic 9. You're just missing, besides Jabba. If I were you, and you had the resources, and you're not, or you're, only if you have the mats, the GLs are always very worth it to bring to Relic 9. They really are. Helps in territory battle as well. Helps in Grand Arena. So I'm going to recommend that. Bane, how can you not, suggest a Relic 9 Bane? I mean, Bane is the best non-galactic legend character in this game. He's going to get extra health stats, extra damage. It's just very helpful in sticky situations. If I didn't have a Relic 9 Bane against Kylo in my other round, I would have lost. So that's where an example of the relic difference makes a difference. So that extra relic level could come in handy. I also like to talk about fleet. So I'm going to look at that in a second. I'm just trying to see if there's anything standing out to me that I'm like, okay, I highly recommend you do. Not essential, but helpful a little bit is the Omicron on Hondo. Okay, you have that up and running. Not much missing. I can't even speak because I'm like, yeah. Not much missing on this roster. Let's take a look at the speed. Of course, Sam, of course. I want to take a look at your speed. I already know you're going to have a crazy speed. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check 5. Okay, 291. 298. All right, it's not terrible. 1, 2, 3. Always recommending 3. You should probably have like 3.5 with the plus 300 speeds. Your Great Mothers, 318. So the counter could be a little bit better. But overall, not bad. What are you in Kyber? Kyber 1. You're in Kyber freaking 1. You're doing something right. Hey, this is impressive. Curious about your mace mods. Full health. That's interesting. Went tanky on him. Wonder if that's because you're running low on the mod sets for offense or speed. But that's an interesting take. Hey, Shadow, what's going on? We were talking about you earlier. Sorry you're late. No, don't worry at all, dude. Don't worry at all. We're going to do another stream eventually for a roster review and stuff. We only got one more review after this because it's really late for me. But I always appreciate you stopping in here, Shadow. You're an awesome, awesome guy and a huge supporter of the channel. So, greatly appreciated. But yeah, the next thing I'm going to take a look at is going to be your Bounty Hunter fleet. I always like taking a look at that because that's very helpful. Okay, there's the Relic 7. My mods suck. I didn't want to say that straight. I'm not going to say your mods suck, but very impressive that you're as high as you are in Kyber with the mods that you have. That's what I'm going to say. So, very impressive. Very, very impressive. I love bumping this guy up to Relic 9. It can help you in sticky situations. It actually makes the negotiator counter harder. It really does. So I do like the Relic 9 on him. 6-stop mods, hopefully on Xanadu. Very good. You have those 6-stop mods. Hopefully 6-stop mods on here. Very, very good. So, doing the right things with your fleets. I like that. Let's check your Leviathan 6-stop mods. Okay, you're missing one. I don't know if you knew that, but there's one that bumps it up a little bit. It's nice. Malgus, I'm going to assume, has all 6-stop mods. Very good. And then Dagger, I think, is important. Very good. 6-stop mods. Those are the two most important, I think, for defense is those. Profundity you can kind of get away with, but a lot of players will have the 6-stop mods on Dash and Han. So I'm going to assume you have it as well. Want to check your Galactic Republic, your Marauder. You have Mace up and running. You do. A thing I like to do as well, I forgot to mention this in a couple of other reviews in the high end. I do really like the Relic 9 on 5s. It helps me with my Executor counter. I recommend throwing 6-stop mods on your 5s for survivability. Helps you out the gate, survive that mass swarm. You get the, the tank shielding, health and protection recovery thing. Very nice to have. So I do like the extra relic levels and the protection and health recovery for him. So just something to keep in mind. Your Datacrons. Absolutely insane. 4 here. Your Datacron farming is great. You're doing better than me. Actually, you're doing way better than me. You have the 15 on Quill. That's incredible. Or on Chief Nebbit. So this is very good. This is a very good roster. I mean, there's nothing really I'm gonna say that is bad. Like the modding, you gotta work on a little bit. You have almost 3 rows. 3 rows. Yeah, fam, we're still here. So we're still here. You're on the list, so we're gonna have to get through you, my brother. We're gonna do it today. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna recommend, Sam. So you're extremely endgame. Those are the couple other things of advice that I'm gonna give you. So I think that's, I mean, you're not missing much. You're not missing much. You're doing really, really good. experimental and GAC will be interesting. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, Derek? I call it the Quill Cron too. Yeah, I don't know why. I just slipped out of my mouth. It's Quill. Very, very cool. But yeah, Sam, I mean, this is a very good account. I'd say finish your Bad Batch. And absolutely. Hey, guys, I've been grinding. I've been talking for a while. I mean, of course, Sam, of course. Okay, I'm going to have to do 2 more. That's it. I have to do 2 more. I don't know if Diana is still here, and Fam is still here. Fam has waited patiently. The next stream, I'm going to have to do Swoga gameplay first. Swoga gameplay, but Swoga gameplay stepped out. Paichi Man's going to be next stream as well. But Diana has been waiting for a while. So, Diana, if you're still here, please let me know. We're going to do Diana and Fam, and then I have to call it. Oh, man. Get the hiccups. You retired for 2 years? Damn. Alright, Diana is here. I recently picked up an ex-guildmate's account. He's been free to play since day 1... Since day 1, 0 hour. I've been playing since August 2017. Very cool. That's why your mods are bad, Sam. Okay, I gotcha. Alright, well... We have Diana Thomas. Shira Uhura. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a pretty cool name. From Sigma Alliance. I think we faced your guild a ton in Territory War. And I used to have a player on my squad arena shard that I was very friendly with that retired from the game when they moved GAC, crystals to GAC. So I always thought of this guild from that player. And I think, I'm not sure if Taj Bach, who was in Sigma Alliance, but he's in my squad arena as well. So you've been playing since August 2017. You're in Kyber 2. You're getting there to Kyber 1. Let's take a look. Superman, thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words all the time. What's up, Kyo-MK? What's going on? Are we doing an offensive Lord Vader? I saw one of your GAC opponents with that crazy Lord Vader. I gotta try it out in 3v3. I gotta try it out. Try hard just read your message. Thank you. Who read my message? Me? Guys, Superman with another gifted membership. You are the man, because Shadow made it. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you again, brother. You are a legend. Absolute legend. 14.8 million galactic power. What the heck am I reviewing? This is insane. Are you crazy? This account's insane. 14.8. Alright, well, we gotta check the Datacrons. I mean, what? What more can you want? This is insane. Diana Thomas, I mean, my lord. This is astronomical in size. Hitherto undreamt of in terms of roster. You know how many people would beg to have a roster like this? Insane. My only question is, at 14.8 million galactic power, why is your Ezra at Relic 8? Why is he at 87 speed? This is... okay. Not a review of flex. Well, the roster is a flex. We gotta talk about the modding. That's the... Guys, that's the real question. Let's take a look. Alright. Let's take a guess. I thought it was a phone number at first. Oh, yeah. A roster display. Flexing valid, not gonna lie. Holy Swoga flex, Batman. Superman is insane. Oh, Superman is insane. Okay. I'm gonna guess. Plus 300 speeds. Uh-oh, it's falling apart. Okay. I'm a little concerned about the speed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm seeing Sidious in row 3. That concerns me. I don't know why you'd want to have a lightning fast Sidious, but we might have found an issue. It's not the worst, actually. The modding is not terrible. I thought it was going to be worse. Great Mothers. 340. I like it. I like it. I'll probably never hit Kyber 1. Timed modes are the bane of my existence. My mods have always sucked. Can't roll speed to save my life. This is not the worst speed I've seen. Not as bad as I was gonna say. Asana is pretty fast. I think that's the one thing you are lacking, no offense. And that's not to be mean. This is just to help you. Constructive criticism. The thing that's holding you back on your account is only mods, because you have every single thing you could ask for in this game. You have relics. It looks like you have all the Omicrons. If you're spending on this account, I'm not saying you are or not. I would invest more into the modding, because that will make the difference for you. You have an incredible roster. You have incredible depth. You need to start investing heavily into the modding. So, like, for example, she's not really the best Inquisitor character. But let's just go randomly down the row. Jedi Knight Revan has an offense set. I would throw a speed set on him. He doesn't need the offense. I know he's an attacker. He needs more speed. Balin. He likes speed. He likes to be a little bit faster. Ezra. We need to work on these. We need to get speed. We does not need critical chance. Health is a good thing. Health. But the thing is, the currency to get this to the next level is not expensive. I actually have so much of those. Just bump them up one level. See where they can go. This could be a 16. This could be an 18. It has potential to go up. I mean, they're already at 6 dot. I would not have 6 dotted these at all, to be honest. This is the one I would have 6 dotted. But I would absolutely change these mods. You gotta throw in speed. He's gonna get beaten too easily. So I definitely think he's gonna need some speed. Padawan Obi-Wan. Alright, that's not bad. Master Mace. Alright, you're working on this. He needs to be a little bit faster as well. It's very difficult. So, Diana Thomas, I'm jealous of the size of your account. It's big, but what I would recommend for you is 100% the modding. That is everything. So, I would be doing a minimum of 3 refreshes a day on mods. I would be going through the mod store all the time and looking for +5 speeds. Refreshing the store. There's nothing else you need to work on. Your Captain Ethano, I think, is at Relics. Relic 7. So, what you need to do... I have always done 3 refreshes on mods. Mod quality is the issue. Are you looking at the mod store? The mod store is huge. That's where I get a majority of my mods. Honestly, I swear. Like, let's just go, for example. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna take a look. This has +4 speed. I'm gonna get it. I check for everything else, see if there's anything I don't like. I go 15 crystal refresh. It's only 15. It's not a lot. Look at this. Speed, +5. I'm going to jump on it. This has ship currency. I'm not going to do it. It's not exceptional. So I'll go again. And see if there's anything here I like. Nothing here of value. That's a crit avoidance with the speed set. I don't like it. I go another 15. That's a defense. It's not going to do anything for me. See, this is a risky one because it's a speed set, but it's a ship currency, and it's only +3, so I'm not going to do that. I'll go here. Like, these are technically could be good, so just for argument's sake, I have a billion currency. I'm going to get them. I'm just going to get them here. That's not bad to have. I don't need it, but not bad. We're going to keep going. I want to get a couple of them. And sometimes you get really lucky. I will jump on this because sometimes characters need it. The mod store has never gotten anything from me? Oh, that's really where I get my gems. I can't believe it. The speed on your Lord Vader is insane. Oh, who's Lord Vader? Mine? At endgame, I've stopped refreshing normal and chip energy. 6 on mod and none. Yeah, I mean, that's what this is all about. The endgame is, the difference is the modding. And I don't even have the best mods. But this is what I follow. This is what I need to do. Like, I like to try to find a speed. Like, I know I'm going through my crystals, but it's only 15. Like, look, that's a speed, plus 4. I will buy that. And now, I'm going to go in here. Equals 1. Okay. And I'm going to go look for the ones we just bought. Okay. So that's a 10 speed. It's got a 68% chance. I don't have the currency at the moment. I'll see if it can get to 16. I'll check it out. Plus 5 speed. Look at that. That's a 10 speed. 14 speed. You see? Let's see if we can take this sucker up and running. Let's go here. This is a mod I just got from the store. Let's see if this goes up. And just like that. You see that? That's from the mod store. That's an example. I just got a 20 speed mod from doing this. So we'll go ahead and do that because I can afford it. So that's just an example of what I'm talking about. And I'll do one thing here. And then I'll hold it off because I have to wait for the currency. But that's just an example of what you need to do. I go into the mod store. I check all the time if I can get something that has speed. And maybe you get lucky. And look, I just got a 20 speed mod that has the potential to get all the way up to 26 if I get lucky. So, that's just the way you have to do it. This is how I follow it. I know rule of thumb for like a lot of the major players, just try to get a 15 speed mod every single day of playing. Like, okay, I log into the game, try to get a mod to 15 plus speed. Secondaries. That's a little bit unrealistic in my opinion. But like, this is the path I follow. The mod store is where I do it. And I got a plus 20 speed. I'm going to throw it on whatever character I need it for. I need to do a little bit better at the refreshes. Like, look at this. This is a random mod. Not that good. I got nothing, so I'll sell that. Sometimes that happens. But at least I have different options to try to go for. Plus 9, plus 13, plus 17. You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to try again. Whoops. 3 refreshes. Now let's see if we get lucky here. Alright, still not the end of the world, but plus 17 speed is still a very good secondary speed set to have, so no complaints there. That's just the way it is. So, that's going to be my recommendation for you. I wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what I do and how you do it. Streamer luck, very nice 20 speed mod. My offense mods in general are really bad, and I value her speed more currently. I hear ya. Go get a lotto ticket. I'm going to do it first thing in the morning. It's 12 o'clock at night right now, but it's getting late. We got one more review, but that's going to be your review, Diana. I hope that helps. That's your biggest thing, is the mods. I hate to admit that, but appreciate you coming in. Alright, fam, last review for tonight. Then I gotta go to bed. Okay, guys, we have fam. I want to see if they left anything in my Discord. Alright, no comments. Ranked. Wait, first off, let's see if fam is in here. Fam, are you here? Okay, fam is here. Perfect. I'm at a year and 3 months. Lightspeed bundle enjoyer. Perfect. First things first. First in Fleet Arena. Bingo. Good job. So you're getting the fleet currency. That's the most important thing, in my opinion, is getting first in here. Fleet currency, Zetas, boom. Huge. Roster, 7.5. 4 GLs. Has Leia. Very nice. Working on the ultimate. I like to see it. Good speed. And you don't even have this at full 6 star yet, so I like it. So, you have Jabba and Leia. The 2 resource-heavy GLs. I like it. JML, great for Conquest. Sith Eternal, not bad to have. I hope you're working on Bane in the Battlegrounds or Proving Grounds. I always say that. What should you go for next is the question. Let's see where you are with your Bad Batch. You got the Bad Batch Lightspeed Bundle. Very nice. Let's check out your Dark Side clones. Okay, you're slowly working on them. So what I'm thinking... I try to think of the current relevant times. Because I want players to be able to catch up and be able to work on what's relevant for what's going on now. Lord Vader might not be a bad option for you here. If you're working on the clones anyway, they're gonna need a home. Lord Vader is the perfect home for the clones. You have the Bad Batch Lightspeed Bundle. I'm sorry guys, I've been talking for hours. It's freaking hard. You have the Bad Batch Lightspeed Bundle. So that's already the hard farm done. Do you have the BTL Y-Wing? You do. Those are 2 of the hardest things about the Lord Vader farm. Let's check the Galactic Republic. Where's your General Skywalker? Is General Skywalker gonna gate you? Is that the question? I don't think I see him. Let's check your Separatists. Okay. That's what's stopping you. Right now, I'm farming tickets for Kylo. Trying to unlock Grand Inquisitor and my Gear 12 new Bad Batch. Okay. So Kylo's a great GL. Obviously, he's my favorite character. Do you have Darkside Rey? No Darkside Rey, but Kylo is still a good character. Obviously, this is a big Lightspeed Bundle account. Can't go wrong. But we need to talk about the raid. And if you go here, you're probably getting 300k here. Probably getting somewhat of a score there. You're getting the new Bad Batch up and running somewhat. I have, like, no Conquest units. I gotcha. Well, I'm surprised you're going super hard for Crosshair. Maybe you like the character. Here's the thing. It's a very interesting strategy to go for the new Bad Batch first. Then saving for the new Darkside clones or some other teams. I personally don't think the new Bad Batch, or at least, they're not a bad team. They're not bad at all. But you're still missing a lot that I would not have rushed for them immediately. Are they good in Grand Arena with the Omicron? Yes. They're decent in other game modes. They're nothing like a Lord Vader team. They're nothing like the clone team. I would rather have invested into the resources for Apo, CX2, Disguise Clone Trooper, Scorch kind of thing. I think that's a little bit more important. But hey, it looks like you already got them up and running, so it's tough. I see you already got him to Gear 12. Maybe you like the Bad Batch, and that's not a problem either. But I would definitely change that path. I would not have rushed them first. I think the Darkside clones are a way better investment overall. I was only planning on Gear 12 them for the raid. I'm farming Darkside clones at the moment. That's a very... I get what you're saying. It's just extremely expensive. And even at Gear 12, it's only 450k. That's a lot. Didn't have to spend crystals on new Bad Batch. Just farm them normally. Which isn't bad. It's just the Chirotech I'm worried about. The Chirotech is heavy. I'm sure they require 200 Chirotech each or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but it's not going to be cheap. They're not required for anything at the moment, so that's all I'm saying. It's a heavy investment for a 450k team for the raid. These guys, you bring the Relic level 9 or Relic 5, you're going to be getting high damage. So for you, I know you're finishing up Kylo. You get Kylo unlocked, work on Kylo. Get him the relics. Nothing compares to a GL. You might have a little bit of a slowdown with the Zetas. Where'd the music go? So the Zetas might be an issue for you. But if I were you, I would start Fleet is not a problem for you. Fleet, you're doing great. You're in first. Gotta start working on... Yeah, that's fair. I kind of have a lot of Kyrotech because of Lightspeed bundles. If you have the Kyrotech, then be my guest. Zeta Crunch is always real. Always real. But if you have the Kyrotech, no biggie. I would definitely start working on Lord Vader. If you're working on the clones, please get your Lord Vader up and running. It's a huge team for Grand Arena. Very helpful. Very helpful. Also, I would also recommend making sure you're participating in Proving Grounds. You want to work on these Conquest characters. I know it's going to take you some time. It takes a long time to get them unlocked if you're getting them from day one. But in my opinion, I plan on making a video on best ways to get to Kyber 1 or the most efficient way to get to Kyber 1. And I'll give us a little spoiler. Conquest characters are one of the ways to get to Kyber 1. They are the most impactful for that roster. It's huge. So that's what I'm going to recommend for you. Work on your, finish your current farm. Get the clones up and running. But Lord Vader should be on the horizon for you. You already have the Bad Batch Lightspeed bundle and the B2L Y-Wing at 7-star. Those are the hardest things about the farm. What you're going to have to really work on is the Separatist because that's needed for gas. Should I be using my Conquest currency on the character shards? Well, if you're participating in Conquest and you want to get the shards of the newer characters, that's the most efficient way to do it. So, I know SM33 is not on the horizon for you anytime soon, but I would recommend... It's tough. Because if you're not planning on rushing on that character right away, and you get, the next Conquest cycle, you're going to be getting previous shards of that character, it's all dependent. Like SM33, who knows where that character is going to fit into the raid or any team. So, depending on if you really want a character specifically, like, for example, you're getting Kylo, having Darkseid Rey is a huge bump to that team. Bane is a huge bump. Ezra is a huge bump. Those are the types of characters you're going to want to actually go for. So, but you don't have Rey. So, at the same time, Ezra might not make the most sense for your roster at the moment. You could fit it into a JML team. I'm currently gold creating. A bit tough to red create because of the new character requirements. Makes sense. Gold crate is still phenomenal. You'll get the character in the next Conquest cycle at the end, so there's no complaints or worries about that. But I think you are definitely on the right path. I mean, that's what I would do. I would finish your current farm, get the Darkseid clones up and running, work on a Lord Vader team. I think your ships are doing great. For Grand Arena, you already have this off-meta up and running. Makes me happy. You have a 7-star Marauder. I love to see it. 7-star Punishing one. I don't have any complaints for where you are in the game currently with your fleet. I think your fleet is good. I think for your characters, we got to get a little bit more of a focus on the more important stuff. I would not have done Bad Batch first, personally. But I get your reasoning. Clone Troopers are, I think, a little bit more important. But I would, if I were you, I would really start to work on your gas. Because that's going to hold you back for Lord Vader. So you got to get this guy up and running, this guy, this guy, this guy. It's going to take you some time. The good thing is that they don't require a ton of Kyrotech. So I agree with Shadow. I agree with Shadow. If you're not close to them, there's no real point. It's kind of expensive. If you were like 50 or 60 shards away from Darkseid Rey and you can get some shards, then I'd be like, yeah, go ahead if it's going to require that. But if you're starting from scratch, then no, I would not, absolutely not do that. Lord Vader makes sense, yeah. So that's what I'm going to recommend for you, fam. Yeah, you're still, you're pretty much mid-game at this point. You're missing Kenobi. You're about to get Kylo. So you're actually making great leeway. After you get Lord Vader, I would start focusing on another GL meta fleet. Because you should be pretty close to Profundity. You should be close to Profundity, so I don't know if Profundity is on the horizon, but Profundity should be your next, because you already have Leia that requires Radis, I believe. Does Leia require Radis? Something. There's a Lightspeed bundle for Radis, so your Profundity should be on the horizon, but that's going to be the review. I have to go to bed, guys. It is 12:15. I have working. I have to be up in 4 hours, so I stayed up way too late, but I did it for you guys. I appreciate you guys a lot, so I really, really did this for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm going to have to call it. It's just way too late for me, but appreciate it, brother. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you guys to everyone that tuned in today. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. I can't even talk right now. I'm so tired. Get some sleep, Vex. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some sleep. I appreciate you all. I did a ton of reviews today. I still have a ton left. I mean, I'm trying to get through them. Honestly, it's getting to the point where it's like I have to just only do the channel members. Otherwise, I'm never going to get to it, guys. I still have a whole list of members I have to get through, so I'm trying my best. But thank you guys for all supporting me. Superman, El Poppy, all the channel members, anyone that donated today. Thank you so much. Shadow ending the stream with a $20 super chat. Shadow, thank you so much. Night Vex, I'm getting my review soon. 100% Shadow. I'm putting it for next time. Shadow is getting the first review. We're going to get Swoga gameplay, Paichi Man, but Shadow will be first. I just got to get your ally code in the Discord and then 100% do yours. But Shadow, you are a legend. Thank you. Appreciate you more than anything, brother. Appreciate all my supporters and my subscribers and all of you. So, thank you for ending the stream with a bang. Love you guys. May the force be with you all. And I'll see you guys in the next roster review stream. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later.